Look, hello. How's everybody doing? We got the opening shot.
Hey guys.
Wow. Honored.
Hello.
On the crew. Machalas, people are sick of
Very
seeing my
nice.
face. How's everybody doing? Welcome to a brand new Do Not Worry stream. I am your host, Anthony, coming to you from the heart of Lebanon in the 09. It's not the heart. Right now, the south of Lebanon is the heart of Lebanon, folks. The south. Our people in the south, our land in the south, is getting destroyed. How's everybody? And Trump is threatening World War III. Is he going to nuke Iran? Is the whole region getting nuked? And should people party during the war? These are the main topics today, folks. Ya ahla wa sahla. Welcome. I am joined by the crew, Nour and Nadim. How you guys doing?
Hey
Good.
guys.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. We're good. We're alive.
Katter khair Allah. Tell us, how's your experience been? And actually, you know what? Let me do all the usual things. Let me thank our lovely members, our lovely patrons. Speaking of members, today, folks, I did a live stream reviewing Project Hail Mary. Yes, folks. What's wrong? It's too close?
I'll fix it. I'll fix it like real quick.
Let's watch as you guys fix it here. Real quick. What's Nadim doing here? Let's see. We're going to zoom in. That's better.
This is great.
Is this what the people want?
When the lights come in, you have to bring them back.
Gives me a chance to wipe away the sweat from my pits.
Hold on, I'm directing.
As they fix their frame, folks. We've been talking about Project Hail Mary, whether or not I wanted to watch it. I missed the IMAX. Karine isn't here. Karine can relate. We missed the IMAX showing of Project Hail Mary, so I was debating, should I even watch it, or should I just go to a regular theater, or should I just never watch it entirely? Say F it. I ended up going last night with Demi. We watched it at a regular movie theater, folks, like a peasant. I did not watch it in IMAX. So I reviewed it for our lovely members. So our members, there's a members exclusive stream that is up there now, me reviewing Project Hail Mary. I watched it, and I'm going to upload it to Patreon as well tomorrow once it is done processing. And members get an exclusive live stream every single week like they did today. So let me take a second to thank some of our lovely members, such as Super Symmetry, Sleepy Panda, HSH, Max Allen, 8039, Mini Kaya, also Bubba Trouble, 3 Danta 256, Irene Bertoni, Jessica L Rock, Jamila Rabadi 7500, GTI Chatter, Sassy Sassa, and Popcorn. Popcorn is fluffy. I had some delicious caramel popcorn yesterday. The ideal popcorn order, folks, is half salt, half caramel mixed. Don't argue with me. None of that cheese popcorn stuff. It smells like farts. Anyone who orders cheese popcorn and sits next to me, I'm like, who farted? Whole movie. Do you agree with the farts?
I agree on the whole popcorn take.
Yes, caramel and cheese and salt. Never with the cheese. I had like 2 cheese ones yesterday. It's so off-putting. In between the caramel and the salt, you get like a fart cheese one.
Fart cheese.
It's truly diabolical. Captain Tedward, thank you so much to our lovely members. Whether you've been gifted a membership, whether you're out there gifting memberships, whether you've been a member for 1 day, whether you've been a member for 9 months, we love and appreciate you. Thank you so much. You guys keep the pays build over here. The pays build, the bills paid. You guys keep the pays build, and so the patrons. You guys keep all them pays build. So thank you. We appreciate you. And speaking of patrons, our patrons get an exclusive show every month. They get fantasy board review hosted by Karine and Nour. Would you care to say more about what the was the first episode about? What is
I
the
just
second
told you I
episode?
haven't started it yet. Like, I wouldn't know.
Like, what's the name of the book? Just tease the audience.
Wait, let me.
I get yelled at, and I just say, hey, why don't you tell people what you're... And I just get yelled at, folks. Politics Hello came from Chris Gutzler. Oh, is he done? Is Chris done streaming? So if he's still live, tell him we say hi here from the Middle East. About to get nuked at 3 a.m.
At 3 a.m.
Our second book is called, for anyone who wanna follow, our second book is called Temptation by Ivy Smoke.
Temptation by Ivy Smoke.
SMOAK.
SMO. Definitely a real name.
For sure.
Definitely Ivy Smoke
It's
is the
the
real
first book of the Haunted series.
The Hunted. There's a whole series. And the first book was...
They're all series.
The first book was Bound to the Alpha.
Bound to the Alpha by Olivia T. Turner. You should really read both of these books and then watch our episodes.
Yes. I do recommend it, folks. It's a lot. It was the most popular video we ever put on our Patreon. People loved Fantasy Board Review. I'm sure they're excited for episode 2. So Nour and Karine, get to reading.
They definitely loved it more than anything you've posted on Patreon.
Oh my
Oh
god.
yeah, for sure. No one gives a shit. Like 6 people watch the videos I post on Patreon.
There's a logo and an animation and everything. It's a legit show.
It's beautiful, folks. I need a logo and animation for the gaming channel. How about I get you guys to work on that stuff?
Yeah.
He just ended his stream.
It's not gonna be a passion project though.
No, it's not. It's not.
Nothing
Your
like fantasy
your
board
guys,
review.
your show deserves to be on the channel or something. If
That's really true. I really believe so.
if you don't have
It's a really great show. I'm very passionate about it.
طب يلا make episode 2 خلاص. If episode 2 is nice, I'll make sure to watch the first
I'll
episode
have
as
to
well.
get started on the book.
So our members, we love you. We appreciate you. And our patrons. Got your patrons.
I know one day I'll have my own show.
You will. خلاص, you want to
No,
do
لا ما
no one
بعرف
cares.
الصراحة.
PlayStation 2 streaming show?
No one
Yeah,
wants
yeah.
to do it. Nadim show.
Dried Coconut says legit show, but needs 2 mics. So they have 2 mics. They do have 2 mics. And even the mic that they do have can work for multiple people. They just need to how to figure it out. Our patrons, folks. Elian Mujabir, Ezekiel B, BB, Fadi Mac, our superhero patrons. A rose for you, Claudia, Khalid, Ahmed, Pee Wee Hernan. We love you. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. And our 3 brand new patrons, Ezekiel B, BB, and Fadi Mac. Thank you so much. We love you guys. Blonde patrons, Bomb Unicorn, Daniel Nechle, and Bahar, and Dopamax, and Kokomo, and Haifa, and Hiba, and abductee patrons, Mother's Milk, Jesse Hyde, Monica Jade, Selena Francis, and Bertram Bulk. We appreciate y'all. We thank y'all. We love y'all. Thank you for keeping the bills, the paid bills, and powering this channel. We work for the patrons. We work for the members. With all that said, you don't have to support the channel via Patreon, via membership, via super chats, via anything. Just like the video, support the channel. Jump into the live chat. Support us on Discord. Hop into the Discord, join the conversation in there, and have a good time in general. So, we love you. We appreciate you. Shusai Mark.
But Nour hates me.
What?
No, we're very good friends.
Haley. Nadim, you have a warning from Haley. With a $2 super chat says, Nadim, don't touch Rivendell. I think he's learned his lesson.
Like from last time, bro. I won't touch it.
The Labubu lives in the Rivendell.
I broke it last time.
Lafufu. I need to burn these Lafufus. And Kenda Sufyan sends a $2 super chat and says, Nour Kifik.
We broke it.
The Labu, okay, the Labu.
I'm good, Kenda. I hope
I
you're
just
well.
heard someone fall. I was like, is it Legolas? Legolas fall. Marina, hello. Drac, hello. David TM, hello. AC, hello. North Star Radio, what up, what up? Minnesota invented the cheese caramel popcorn mix, just saying. That sounds disgusting, Comrade Casey. That sounds horrific.
Like maybe some places cheese popcorn is good.
The cheese popcorn we get here is bad. It's like that powdered cheese. You know what I'm saying?
It's fart cheese.
It's very farty. It's very farty. Quick, just some updates, I guess. We're gonna break it to the news, guys. We're gonna get into the news. So we're gonna quickly talk about what's happening in Iran. Very quickly touch on the latest events in Lebanon, the latest killings, bombs, razing of villages, and then we're gonna have a little quick conversation of the ethics of partying during wartime, folks. Okay, as Lebanese people, we go through this all the time. Every few months, there's like a big war or sensitive event, and people have the debate. Don't post yourself eating. Don't post this. Don't do that. Don't have fun. So we're gonna talk about that, okay? Drax is glad to have Nadim and Nour back. We're all happy. I'm also happy to have someone to share the screen with and share the load, as Samwise Gamgee would say. All right. Let's start things off with Iran. Welcome, Iran. By the way, before, how you guys been dealing with the war? I've been talking to people's ear off. People know exactly what I've been going through. How's life been for you? How's work been? How's just life in general? How's the stress, anxiety? Are you guys trying to disconnect a little bit from everything? Catch us up.
It's been chaotic, not gonna lie. No, it's sad to say that I think at some point you get used to it in a really bad way. No, and especially that personally, my work is like my work is directly affected by what's happening. I'm not doing much in my day, but like, no, it's cool to take this time a bit if you want to be delusional a bit and to work on something, I know, like personal projects and everything. So whenever this ends, and you can start strong again. But
Like a phoenix.
yeah, exactly. But at the same time, I know, like, it's such a weird phase, like, no, هيك just like everything, just like a cycle that keeps repeating. And yeah, it's fucked. But I don't know. At least we're alive.
هلا in a bit we're gonna be talking about the topic, but both Nadim and I's job are related
Yeah.
to like parties and
I know.
stuff. So
Nightlife. Well, no, we're not. I'm not. No one's gonna be put in an awkward position because
Not even nightlife.
لا،
Like,
it's-
everything.
agree
Yeah,
on it.
yeah, like it's not even nightlife. For example, I know me personally, I was working in Dubai and in Saudi. I had like a huge project, like something with like Mr. Beast and everything.
Mr. Beast.
Well, voila, and I was like so happy. It was one of my biggest projects. Mainly, they were doing something.
I'm sure, man. It would have been fun as fuck.
I know, and I really wanted to shoot it. Then by then, like they bombed the shit out of all the Khalij and everything. So I know, like my projects got cancelled there, and at the same time, my projects got cancelled here. And but like and at least at least we're safe, alhamdulillah. And my friends there in Dubai, sometimes it's a bit chaotic for them. But we can't do much now other than wear a helmet.
Oh, at all times.
and now if you're safe
Yeah.
you can't really complain. I know.
My hey, we
All
gotta be
is well.
grateful.
Yeah, exactly, and especially Kaman, man, like they've been bombing and they've been bombing Dahi and everything, but like there's like 2 strikes that happened where I live, in Saade and in Mansouriya. And I live in Mansouriya, bro. Like,
Don't
and
dox yourself.
yeah, فهيك. But I know it's just like chaotic, but no, ça va, bro.
Anna, my new thing is I can fall asleep way easier on the sound of jets. So I would usually, I know, for me to fall asleep, I usually put on like any YouTube video.
F35, 2 hours.
I usually fall asleep to the sound of like someone talking on YouTube or whatever. But Salah, whenever there are jets, I just turn off YouTube and fall asleep so peacefully. Like I don't know what kind of PTSD is that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
Like on a side note, Saratan, I know that you guys hate this guy, but like Kanye dropped the Fire album.
Kanye West? That's
Yeah.
enough from Nadim, folks.
Yeah.
Jim D. Nukers just slammed the channel with 5 gifted Do Not Worry memberships. Let's go. El Mukhtar Jim, our beloved mayor. We salute you. We love you. Nadim, what were you saying? Also, Maddie Anonymous with a super chat says, Nour and Nadim, you are really missed.
Yeah.
Look at that. Nadim, wait for me to install the button before we slam hot takes like that. Oh,
But it's not a hot take, bro. Like, it's just, as an artistic point of view, it's a really good album, bro.
and I can't judge it. I have not heard it.
Yeah.
I have not heard the album. You did tell me there was a Fairuz sample track,
There's
right?
like a Fairuz sample track, and Fairuz, I think, like she got mad or something. But I know, like now in time of war, like I literally, bro, هيك انه انبسط بحيلا شيء. So no.
I know. I'm not. We'll talk about it a little bit later, like what everyone's doing to cope. Nour, other than falling asleep to the sound of jets, how's everything been? Like work? Are you trying to do like some fun activities to distract yourself, or has it been a toll on you, or?
I've been dealing with it fine, I suppose, and I'm not very affected by. I know I live in a relatively calm area. We don't hear much. But whenever we hear, it's very scary. But I know you just get over it. Or you try to distract yourself all the time. You watch movies, you read, you listen to a lot of music, or you fill your time with work or the gym. So it's just a lot of trying to fill your time.
Feel you guys, and it's been a little bit tricky here to disconnect just because
That
of.
was poetic. I'm gonna
Because
lie.
I'm glad you guys are doing okay, and I know, and everybody's got to handle it the way that they can, and you guys come in. Nour says that she should live in a relatively safe area. You guys hear a lot more than I hear. And I hear it's like the safest. I've heard a couple of things. I've heard jets a couple of nights, maybe like 3 nights in total. I've heard like there was one night where I heard like 4 loud blasts in a row. There was another day where there were big blasts or in the area, but I wasn't here. I was in the mountains. I heard that shit. It's like my area is the relatively calmest out of them, so everyone's dealing with a different relative amount of like action or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I know it's been. I know it's war.
Yeah, and it's been tough. And I'm just covering the fact that I have, because doing this stream, it's so weird to talk about other things when this is happening. So I have to talk about this almost every single day. So I feel like at some point it's starting to take a toll, but I'm also getting to the point where it's not getting normalized. But like, how many times can I read the news about like a Lebanese village being destroyed, and it's just becoming, it's just another thing at this point. You know what I mean? It's just becoming numbers thrown at you, and that's when that's the biggest danger when you start feeling numb to those numbers and those stats. And we should never feel this way, because every single death, every single child, every single person is an entire universe. So once you just start scrolling past the stuff, I feel like that's the danger. And I feel like by immersing myself in the news, I'm keeping myself aware, and I feel like it's important, because I do want to appreciate every single person that is dying from this and the magnitude of the events. But I also feel like by doing that, it's eventually gonna either like drive you insane, or you're eventually gonna get to a point where you're completely desensitized, kind of like a doctor that works in the emergency room or like something. You know what I mean? You see this stuff so much that at some point they can just divorce themselves from it. But it's just sad to see that people are going through so much pain, and it's very unpredictable, and you just never know when it's going to end, because everything seems to suggest that we're in it for like the long haul, and like how long is this going to be, and how long are these people going to be? Over 1 million people are displaced. How long are they going to be living like this? And how are they? And if they can't return to the south in the immediate future, where are they going to stay? What's going to happen? How are they going to get funding? How are they going to get aid? So many things up in the air. So it's kind of crazy. It's nuts. Switching over now, we're going to quickly talk about Iran, then get back to Lebanon and some of the things that have been happening, and then we're going to talk about the title question of the episode, the ethics of party.
Yeah,
The switcher.
I feel like you're not doing like good enough production.
What? I feel naked without my thing. No, now you have to switch to now we're going to switch to the screen, the react.
Then let me take a look at that.
Crew react. This one, yes.
Nice. Okay. Unless I got it.
I feel so naked without it here. My hand just reaches to it automatically. All right. The Basie letter. Breaking. Iran has delivered its highly anticipated 10-point response to the U.S. 15-point peace plan. Iran's 10-point plan includes, and I think this was a pretty good deal. 1. Guarantee that Iran will not be attacked again. 2. Permanent end to the war, not just a ceasefire. 3. End to Israeli strikes in Lebanon. I love that we're still included in this thing, you know what I mean? And they're never going to agree to this, because the Israelis have already said that whatever ceasefire deal they reach will not involve Lebanon. They plan on dealing with Lebanon as a separate thing. So this is like a non-starter. The fact that this is involved in it is kind of like a guarantee that Israel will never agree to the ceasefire, which just is another just horrible sign that we're in this for the long haul, and there's like no end in sight. And like the world is gonna run out of like fuel and oil, and like what the fuck is gonna happen, bro? Like we've been through this shit before. 4. Lifting of all U.S. sanctions on Iran. 5. End to all regional fighting against Iranian allies. 6. In return, Iran would open the Strait of Hormuz. Iran would impose a Hormuz fee of $2 million per ship. Iran would split these fees with Oman. Iran to provide rules for safe passage through Hormuz. Iran to use Hormuz fees for reconstruction instead of reparations. President Trump's deadline for a peace deal with Iran is 25 hours away. It doesn't seem like Trump was too impressed by this stuff. Or I don't know if this came after, but this was essentially what Trump just said at 3 p.m. A whole civilization will die tonight, never to be brought back again. I don't want that to happen, but it probably will. However, now that we have complete and total regime change, where different, smarter, and less radicalized minds prevail, maybe something revolutionarily wonderful can happen. Who knows? We'll find out tonight. One of the most important moments in the long and complex history of the world. 47 years of extortion, corruption, and death will finally end. God bless the great people of Iran. So,
Bro.
were you cutting to me when I was doing this, or on the screen, on the tweet?
La,
La,
I
we
got
saw
back to
you.
you like immediately as you finished.
Thank you,
This
thank
is
you.
good production.
We can't see my face when I do that. It cannot be in full screen. Cannot have that out there on the internet. A whole civilization will die tonight, never to be brought back again. So what does that mean? Like, how can you say, God bless the great people of Iran at the end, but start with a whole civilization will die tonight? You know what I mean? So are you going to kill everyone? Or are you just going to kill the government? Are you just going to kill the IRGC? Like, are you just going to selectively nuke the country?
I
So,
think we're just gonna find out at 3 a.m.
should I stream? Karine was saying, hey, you're going to stream the end of the world at 3 a.m. Should we do an end of the world countdown?
I personally think people are being really dramatic about it.
Um,
Like, and who he is dramatic in the way he talks.
It's just a show, man. Like,
Of course, but like It's just kind of, it's an insane tweet to put out there. A whole civilization will die tonight, never to be brought back again. Like that's, he's pretty much, that you could say he's dramatic, and it is, but like imagine a president of a nuclear power being like,
definitely bad. It's for sure bad, but I know
Are we
he's
part of
crazy
this
in the way he
civilization?
talks.
I don't want that to happen, but it probably will. However, now that we have complete and total regime change where different, smarter, and less radicalized minds prevail, maybe something revolutionary, wonderful can happen. Who knows? We'll find out. It's like if they nuke Iran, I mean, that's it. There's no more rules. Everyone's going to nuke everyone the next day. Like, you know what I mean? If they nuke Iran, I think everyone should just nuke. Yeah, I'm not going to say it.
Damn, bro. Imagine if, like, literally everyone starts nuking everyone.
If someone nukes Iran,
Everyone's
there's no rules anymore. But what are human rights? What are the rules of war and engagement? Nothing. Khalas. Everyone's gonna start fucking nuking, massacring. If there's a country that's been wanting a piece of land from their neighbor for the past 20 years, 50 years, well, now's the time to go. Khalas. There's nothing. No more rules of engagement. That's what's gonna happen. I don't think he's gonna nuke Iran.
No.
What? Like that's it. The world's over. As soon as you do this, there's no coming back from this. Khalas, like America becomes a supervillain. China, like, why wouldn't China like nuke the US if they nuke? If countries are out there nuking each other, khalas, it's genuinely 100% over. So, I don't think there's gonna be nuking happening. But just the fact that he would put it out there as like a way to like get, you know, more favorable deal terms is fucking insane. I don't know what to say. Like, even what.
I said he's been postponing the threat for like 2 days now. I know. He's just crazy.
Here's this little video that we can watch.
This morning, time is winding down to President Trump's deadline of 8 o'clock Eastern tonight for a deal to be reached to reopen the Strait of Hormuz, or he says the U.S. will launch a 4-hour blitz attack on Iran.
We have a plan, because of the power of our military, where every bridge in Iran will be decimated.
Look at that, motherfucker.
Blitz attack on Iran.
We have a plan, because of the power of our military, where every bridge in Iran will be decimated by 12 o'clock tomorrow night, where every power plant in Iran will be out of business, burning, exploding.
Keep in mind, this motherfucker is saying that he is here to save the people of Iran, to liberate the people of Iran, to liberate the women of Iran. If you destroy every bridge in Iran, if you destroy every power plant in Iran, you have doomed every single person in Iran. Like, you can't just, you know what I mean? Like, just casually threaten to do that and still pretend to be a liberator.
And never to be used again.
Iran calling Trump delusional, saying his threats will have no impact on offensive operations. New video online shows one of Iran's multiple strikes in the region targeting energy infrastructure and oil facility in Bahrain. You can see a failed attempt at intercepting that strike. Ahead of tonight's deadline, President Trump insists the people of Iran want the U.S. to target their bridges and power plants if necessary.
They would be willing to suffer that in order to have freedom.
But critics question Trump ramping up his rhetoric, including his profanity-laced message to Iran Sunday.
This is a mockery not just of Islam, it's a mockery of Christianity. To send out a tweet with the F word on Easter morning promising the murder of civilians and then saying praise be to Allah without explaining any of it, you are mocking me and every other Christian because we're Christians.
Meanwhile, we're learning more about the dramatic operation to rescue a downed U.S. airman missing in Iran for 48 hours.
It was critical.
Is this Sidney Sweeney's brother? Do you know he's a pilot? He's like a U.S. Air Force pilot or something?
I don't know.
That we locate the downed aviator as quickly as possible, while at the
We
same
found Mr. Sweeney and brought him back to base.
time keeping our enemies misdirected.
That colonel hiding in the crevice of a mountain.
He was injured quite badly and stranded in an area teeming with terrorists. He scaled cliff faces, bleeding rather profusely, treated his own wounds, and contacted American forces to transmit.
I can't wait for that movie. Oh my god, they're gonna make a fucking movie. Dude, I watched the like Mark Wahlberg rescue movie. Have you guys seen that? The military one?
The
Lone Survivor or some shit.
Lone Survivor, yeah.
It's like Afghanistan, and then he's like, oh, dude, I can't see these fucking things. I think I saw it on a plane. I'm like, fuck it, you know what? I'll watch.
There's like 50 movies like that.
Let's watch the U.S. Army propaganda movie on a plane. Like they're literally gonna make one. He was down in Iran, just when he thought he was gone. They don't make trailers with voiceovers anymore like that. But so no, I can already see. You know, directed by Alex Garland. Exclusive for Netflix. The story of Sydney Sweeney's brother. His plane was shot down, but he was rescued by the Israelis. Like,
If
yeah,
Sydney Sweeney's in the movie, I'll watch it.
she won't be in the movie to support her brother. You know what I mean? But then, like, you're gonna have the Israelis doing the joint mission. They have the meeting, like, Mr. President, we have to bring
Yeah,
in the
and then like
Israelis.
Sydney Sweeney's gonna be like the sexy sister that goes and like, you know,
Horrible, horrible.
His
she's gonna,
location.
like,
His emergency
save the world.
beacon was activated only after sporadic communication to avoid
Ish Shabib, yalla. Let's go.
alerting enemy forces. The U.S. launching 150 warplanes and
Why are you
flying
guys not encouraging our boys?
specialized helicopters to reach the rugged
Hey.
mountains. President Trump upset about an alleged leak to the media about the fighter jet that was shot down. He's now threatening to have the journalist responsible jailed.
We're going to go to the media company that released it, and we're going to say, national security, give it up or go to jail. When they did that, all of a sudden, the entire country of Iran knew that there was a pilot that was somewhere on their land that was fighting for his life.
Again, the president's deadline to reach a deal with Iran is 8 Eastern tonight, and Trump has stressed any
This guy's makeup is like fucking weird. Look at his hair. It's like, goddamn.
He's so
deal
flat.
must include
It's such a strange
He
makeup.
looks-
So
he's like
one-dimensional.
He's like 2D.
You guys can't see the full. You guys can't see it. Look. Oh, wait, one sec. I think this is a bit zoomed in. Yeah. Maybe you guys can see it. a bit.
Oh my god.
Strange. He was like a
Oh, wow.
younger Don Lemon, but like a failed clone of Don Lemon.
It looks fake deep.
So, anyways, what do you
Deep
guys think?
fake.
So,
Fake deep.
Fake deep.
should we stream till 3 a.m.? Should we keep streaming for the next 6 hours? Nour,
Nadim.
use the split screen more, Yannick. I feel like I'm talking to myself. You guys are here today. People have seen a lot of me.
You're not letting me do my thing. لا لا ما
ما بيوصل.
I literally study.
خلاص it's my
There's no.
thing.
I have studied this.
My thing.
Bro.
أنا رب لهيدا.
عندي سيرتيفيكات في انا.
أنا عندي certificate for you. Experience.
You're not letting me do my thing.
Bro, you're not doing it.
Just trust in me.
I'm judging, but show me less. I'm عرفت من حالي. And I recently got a haircut. I'm still adjusting to it. Don't cut to me.
I'm gonna cut
We'll be
you.
right back. Like, how do you remove it?
I have to mute it because it's copyrighted.
But they'll be right back.
I lied, guys. I thought Nadim told me that he made that music.
لا, who told you we made
You
it?
did. I asked him, like, who composed it? You're like, we
No,
composed
I
it.
told you we did
لا.
هيدا, but like I told you جبناه من Envato.
People were complimenting the music every time. Like, this is a banger. I'm like, Nadim did this, guys. Nadim produced
Wow.
Ah, no way.
it. Time and time again, I was saying Nadim did
Nah,
it.
bro, I didn't do it. Like a guy from Envato.
People are down for a 3 a.m. stream. Type Elon Levy. Let's
Yeah,
fucking
we do
stream.
it at 3 a.m.
I think you guys will have a great time doing it.
Sure.
This Israeli Zionist freak. So this goes viral every now and then. This exact fucking tweet: portraits from Lebanon. Video by Zakaria Baidoun. Some guy walked around taking pictures of Lebanese people. Okay. Mute. There's some regular Lebanese people, looking Lebanese, smiling at the camera. All sorts of people, just being normal.
Everyone does look very Lebanese.
What's up?
Everyone does look very Lebanese.
Well, yeah, everyone looks Lebanese. You know what I mean? There's nothing shocking here. They don't look not Arab. They look Arab. They look Lebanese. Some are white. So some are like paler. Some are darker. Some are hey. Everybody is a Lebanese person. Look at this lovely mix of humans. Okay. So we have freak Elon Levy, Israeli freak who keeps tweeting like, I cannot wait to come to Beirut and just hop on a flight to come party in Lebanon, and they can come here to Tel Aviv and have fun and eat our falafels and our schnitzels. So he shares this video and he says, Lebanese people look so Israeli. It's almost like we're mostly Levantine. He's obsessed. He's just obsessed with Lebanese people, man. This guy just all day. Don't insult them. It's already bad enough that they're getting bombed by your Nazi pedo nation. Oh, that's pretty nice.
That's nice.
Oh, yes, so similar. Oh, Ben Gvir. Oh, my God.
Bro, imagine like that's your neighbor. Bro.
That I
Like a
do not.
door-to-door
I do
neighbor,
not want
bro.
him to be my neighbor. I do not want any Israeli to be my neighbor. Imagine them coming to visit here, bro.
Heda is a freak, Aslan. Who cares?
Elon is nuts. All his takes are crazy. Because I keep looking at his fucking dumbass tweets, they keep getting recommended to me now. But insane. So, anyways, moving on to another insane Israeli thing. We have this is a guy on Fox News Israel's ambassador to the UN saying we have the legitimacy to target civilian
we have the
targets.
legitimacy to target those civilian targets. And I would advise the Iranian to believe President Trump. And so we have the legitimacy to target those civilian targets. And I would advise the Iranian to believe President Trump and Prime Minister Netanyahu, because they have showed in the last month that they are capable of striking any target in Iran. And now we have to wait whether we will continue to play the game with the Strait of Hormuz. You know, it's what they are doing there. It's beyond imagination. You know, the blackmail. They actually collect money from countries in order to allow them to use the straits. We shouldn't allow this piracy.
You destroyed their country, man.
To continue. So
either pay for the damage or they collect money.
They collect money.
They collect money. How are we going to move on to Lebanon, guys? We quick, Yanni. Should we vote in the chat? Should we do a poll? Is there going to be a nuke at 3 a.m.? I am kind of tempted to stay up now just to see like half the news.
Wow.
Do you want tissue?
Yeah, please.
Is it the allergies?
No.
Do you want the window open?
No, I'm good.
And I just closed the thing so you guys can hear the audio a little bit better.
You're gonna do Nuke watch?
You got a Nuke watch? I mean, I'm
Nuke's
tired.
great.
I can nap and then do Nuke watch. If you guys want Nuke watch, we can do Nuke watch. Breaking.
Imagine you wake up, bro, to like a huge light in your room. Then, like,
I had a dream, literally 2 days ago.
Martin Luther King also had a dream.
2 nights ago, that there was like a nuke. And I saw the nuke like coming towards me, and it happened in the middle of the ocean. I was like in an apartment with a glass view. There was a massive nuke, and I saw the whole thing like just approaching.
That's crazy.
And I didn't even know that this was happening, that like Trump was threatening nukes. But I had a nuke related dream, and I woke up and it was genuinely like I felt disturbed. And the fact, yeah, like I didn't even think of mentioning that, but like the war and all this shit is impacting us so much that I guess some of us are like dreaming about this shit.
Yeah,
now.
that's
I
really
think like
fucked
me
up.
too. I've been having like super weird dreams lately.
Yeah.
Like the weirdest shit ever, man.
And it was a very long dream. Like like the nuke didn't take us out. You know what I mean? So like the dream felt like it was like 3 days long. Like, all right, what do we do now? We need to go get like the evidence and we need to get stuff for the house. Like the dream would never end. So it's not like the nuke happened and then like you just wake up. I had to deal with like the aftermath of that shit. I'm like, this is an endless dream.
That's very messed up. Anjad, we are under so much stress.
And it felt very real and it felt very I don't know, raw, that I woke up just feeling like shit for the whole morning. So yeah, it's kind of shitty. This shit's kind of like affecting people
That's fucked up.
in different ways. Speaking of nukes in Lebanon, Sarah tweeted this out. Breaking: Israel is blowing up entire civilian homes in Nour. I think we might have watched this clip. Let's have different clips of it as well.
That's like from the old war.
I always
yeah.
forget about this. This is insane. So you guys have already seen this. Here's another angle from this is another Lebanese village. Look at this. Look at this. These are all, according to Israel and the US, Hezbollah strongholds. These are entire villages in the south, just complete destruction. Look at all the angles that they have, man. What is this? Where are they getting these from? Did it almost fall off or something? Is it good?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my god. Yes, there's no even like there's no audio with this. It's just like footage of this. Sophia Loves Monkey says even Al Jazeera calls them Hezbollah strongholds. Yeah, it was. I used to think that Al Jazeera was kind of like more pro like Palestine, pro resistance, but like it's clear like they're Qatar funded, so right? Isn't it funded by Qatar for the most part? Al Jazeera, so they're still gonna ultimately protect American interests, Western interests, Zionist interests. As much as they might seem like they're more, just because they speak Arabic, it doesn't mean like they're that. Look at MTV Lebanon. Holy fuck. This is Taiba in South Lebanon, a village that stood for 7,000 years, once full of life, homes and history, now erased. Israel wiped an entire ancient Lebanese village off the map, and the world watches in silence. Here's the before and after. Here it is up here. Vibrant, full of life, and then just fucking destroyed. Oh my lord, man. What do you guys think? Are we going to keep the South?
Like, I strongly believe, like nothing will happen. Like Anjad, like we can't do anything. Whatever they wanna do, whatever. ما بعرف, bro. I know, like what's planned is gonna happen.
And
you
I
know?
personally, I feel like very defeated.
You're feeling pretty defeated, huh?
I know.
Bro, like,
Amjad,
I mean,
there's
you can't do
nothing- You
anything.
feel like you're so
A civil
helpless.
war in Lebanon is gonna start, and they're gonna like take more. They're gonna
Oh, you
go
think
deeper into Lebanon.
You think it's going civil war?
Yeah, this is like the agenda. This is like
That's what they want, but do you think it's actually going to happen?
Yeah, obviously, bro. If it's not gonna happen, bro, if it's not the Lebanese that are gonna start it, definitely there's like people who are affiliated with Israel in Lebanon
That are going to
that are
try to
gonna
start a
start
civil
it.
war?
The same thing that happened, bro, at Abu Sitan and Romania. Everything said. Everyone said it's like Palestinian وقوات ما شو بس at the end of the day, whenever everything ended and everything, it said the Baz and it's the Israelis that who did that.
I'm going to hope that it doesn't get to that, but the extremists on both sides, and the extreme right-wing Christians can be insane, or the extreme pro-Hezbollah that are like that threaten to kill other people that disagree with them come in are insane. So
Yeah, like you have
it only takes a few people to start fighting. You don't need the whole country. When people say civil war, you don't need everybody to be armed. You just need a few thousand individuals that can take an entire country hostage with their infighting. So I don't think it's going to get to a civil war personally. I don't think.
Anna personally,
I don't think so.
I think
People are tense, but not that.
we're going to get to that
crazy,
hella
I
with the
think.
murder of Pierre that happened. Like literally, you see the people behind Saadeh starting to kick people out, building the building, like who here is Shia, we want to kick you out and stuff like that. So that's going to happen. I think it's going to happen in contained situations. I don't know though. That is Israel's game though. They're going to keep bombing Christian areas, targeting Hezbollah targets to get people tense, to get the Christians to kick out the Muslims. That is the plan. That's what they're going to keep doing. You know what I mean? We're going to talk about that attack because it's to me it seems like a false flag operation. Shway. Israeli forces are leveling residential areas in South Lebanon. Here, look at this. Jesus. I mean, it's hard to see this and understand how a country without like ours, without a qualified military, our military is great in terms of like dedication, training. They're great, but they don't have the equipment, they don't have the funding. So, what is a country like ours without the military that is capable of doing this, without the diplomatic capabilities of doing anything? That our politicians have been calling and trying to diplomatically solve this for weeks. No one's listening to them. No one's picking up their phone calls. The Americans and the Israelis are completely ignoring the Lebanese president and all of our politicians that are trying to put a diplomatic end to this. It's not going to happen. The resistance, while brave as hell, ultimately they're limited by their technology and guerrilla warfare. They're incredible, but they can ultimately, I feel like, be overwhelmed by Israeli machinery, weaponry, just complete drone bombardments. They'll always fight very valiantly, and they're going to make it nearly impossible for the Israelis to gain new footing. But ultimately, I think slowly but surely, Israelis will gain territory. So how do we solve it? That's the big. Like, we got nothing. No one's on our side. The Lebanese, and if they say the only way...
No one gives a shit about what's happening to us.
The world does not give a fuck. The world does not
No
give a
one
fuck.
knows even.
No one's talking about it, other than like YouTubers and stuff. No one gives a shit. Jim D. Duker sends a $20 super chat and says, thank you so much, Jim. Says, as a privileged American 6,000 miles away, I'm so sorry we do this to you, my friends. Someday we will fall. Jim, it's not you guys, man. You guys are the people in this community are like the sweetest people. This just puts it in like we just don't know what to do at this point. And we are like, this is a game. This is all a massive geopolitical game, and we're just little pawns in this game. And there are massive players that are moving these pieces, and there's nothing we can do. I feel like the best that we can do though is just try to take care of ourselves and try to divorce ourselves from what's happening. But that doesn't mean ignoring what's happening to the people. That doesn't mean not helping out. That doesn't mean not volunteering. And we've barely done anything to help. Like, we did a fundraiser. We raised a lot of money, but it's like, ultimately, what does that do to the people? Need so much. And even if I go volunteer every single day, that's not enough. Like, nothing. I don't know. Yeah, it feels kind of hopeless. And talking about it every day. But I don't want to accept that like Israelis are going to have our land again. You know what I mean? Like, how do we I would feel ashamed.
Okay, but at the end of the
head, like, don't you feel ashamed to live
Bella,
here,
Bella,
knowing that
but-
they just snatched your land away from you? There's
Bro,
nothing you can do about it.
Bro, Bella, at the end of the day, literally, there's nothing you can do about it. This is something that إنه أنت ما خصك فيه. This is something that was planned 500 years ago. That this is what's gonna happen. The Middle East is gonna change. Life is gonna change. خلص إنه هيك حيصير, bro. They're gonna take the part. We're gonna, there's a lot of people are gonna die. Yeah, civil war is gonna happen. It's gonna end.
Don't be. I don't. You're full on civil war mode. خلاص.
لا يعني حتى يعني not even a civil war يعني أنا okay, let's say there's not gonna be a civil war, بس إنه أنا I'm really fully يعني مقتنع إنه I'm convinced إنه عن جد now literally we can't do anything other than just إنه wait and see. لأنه يعني ما بعرف عن جد يعني what can we يعني it's something that's been going on for 4 years. Okay, not one resistance, one on earth. Literally like and one like ربحوا from Gaza.
Well, they're not gonna win a military.
ولا مرة يعني unless and there was like a world war. Okay, that ended with like splitting the world and not like one like Germany won or like France won. Like there's no winner in the war. Like at the end of the day, something's gonna happen. Then like everything is gonna change. The geopolitical status of everything's gonna change, and this is what's gonna happen. It's like I don't believe that there's we should do that so we're gonna so we stop them. Like on a person, I don't believe in this.
And I'm kind of a doomer, and I think sometimes I feel like the worst case scenario is going to happen, like the absolute worst case. So they're saying like Hezbollah's Israel's objective is not even to disarm Hezbollah, and they're only going to keep a limited amount, but that's what they're going to do, because the Lebanese army is never going to disarm Hezbollah. Do we agree on that? I don't think they're ever going to try, and if they try, I don't think they're capable of doing it.
لا, I don't think so.
So I don't think the Lebanese army will successfully be able to disarm Hezbollah. If whether
Not
they try or
anytime
not,
soon.
they either don't want to, or they're incapable of doing it. Or if they do, it's going to lead to a massive self-destruction of the country. The country will just self-destruct.
And personally, I have a really like wild take on this. If I say it, we might get cancelled.
Don't
I'm not
say
gonna
it.
say it.
So I don't think the military can do it. And I don't think Hezbollah is willingly going to give up their weapons, right? So Hezbollah is not going to give up the weapons. The army can't disarm Hezbollah. So Hezbollah is always going to be armed as far as we know it. Mahek, as long as Hezbollah is armed, Israel is always going to want to mess with Lebanon. So Hezbollah has taken land. Israel has taken land. They're gonna, and they don't want to disarm Hezbollah. They keep saying that they want the Lebanese government to disarm Hezbollah. They know the Lebanese government can disarm Hezbollah, so they're gonna keep the land that they take. They're gonna claim it as theirs. Hezbollah is gonna bomb that land, right, and be like, we want to reclaim our land. As Hezbollah defends tries to retake their land, Israel's gonna say, oh look, they're bombing our territories because we built a kibbutz here. We just built the thing. So we need to expand the buffer zone, take more land to keep fighting Hezbollah soon enough. But then what do the Christians think in Lebanon? They're never going to take the Christian areas. They're only going to take the south. We're safe.
For sure.
What the Christians need to understand is that they're never going to stop. They're never going to stop. So whatever you do, whatever deals you make with Israel, like, just take the Shia, leave us alone. They're never going to leave you alone because they want the full country. And if you show them that you're okay with giving them half of your country, you're telling them that you're okay with giving them your whole country. What are they going to think when you're giving up? Just take this 15%, but don't take more. What do you think that you're going to look like a fucking coward and like a fucking bitch? Like, oh yeah, don't take more. Yeah, sure. What's going to happen in a few years, in a couple of decades? Okay, they're going to take more, they're going to take more, they're going to take
Yeah,
more.
like now, bro, let's say like now Israel is against the Shia, entre guillemets. Like in a few years, they're going to turn back and they're going to be Israel against the Christians because there's like also like Christians village that, as you said, that they want to take.
As long and okay, I know there's not going to be a Christian resistance that tries to fight off the Israelis. Everyone's going to try to fight them out. There's going to be a new Hezbollah. Let's say Hezbollah disappears. No one, Mahanan bi Lebanon, is going to rise up to try to take back the land of the south. There's going to be someone that rises up. Someone's going to try.
Yeah, bro. The only way for us to like have maybe like a 5% hope is if the West, as in if the people of the West are gonna wake up at some point.
Yeah.
And this now you can't change it because this started, bro, literally back in like 1860 something. Whenever they went, the West went to the East and they did this Westernization. That's why we're fucked.
The West isn't going to do fuck. Yeah, so the West is not going to do anything. So
Yeah, the only thing is a
we're fucked.
worldwide revolution that has to start in the West. This is my point on it.
Haladrak is telling you, Nadim, all I can say to you is anti-Israel sentiment has never been as high as it is now. And I agree with that, but the problem
I
is
agree.
it's like not enough. People hate Israel, but Israel is still able to do untold levels of damage every single day. Like while as the world is like slowly waking up and, ooh, is this wrong? Should we recognize Palestine as a state? What about this? It's like they're decimating villages and families and bloodlines like every day, like willing. And there's no, should we? Let's give this movie an award. The murder of Hind Rajab. Let's give them an award. And it's like you need to move quicker. And again, I genuinely say, I think Americans and Europeans, you need to start storming your capitals. And we're out here fighting Netanyahu and Donald Trump for you, while Americans are electing these people, sitting at home, be like, I wonder why is our government doing this? It's like, just go. And again, don't storm it as in like violently. So go fucking protest. Civil disobedience. But again, I know Americans are dealing with their own shit, and they're going through an economic crisis, and people are living paycheck to paycheck, and people can't afford, like, everyone's fucked. The whole world is kind of fucked in different ways, you know. But yeah, it is kind of exhausting.
Yeah, like, bro, sorry, like Drake, of course change is happening, but I know why it's happening عن جد here لأنه we're living it. It's starting to become such a huge hassle. So okay, change it's coming, bro. Like now I'm like 25 years old. I want to live, bro. Like in 5-6 years, bro. I don't want to start my life at 35, and I don't want like people who are 35 to start their life at 50. You know, that's what I'm talking about. I know. ما بعرف.
No, what's happening, a lot of the people that watch us are leftists, they support resistance, the spirit of resistance, and I completely understand where they're coming from, and I'm with them. But a lot of them have never lived in a country where like that is actually resisting some kind of oppressor, and they don't know what actually happens day to day to the country. We support the resistance and we support fighting Israel, but just know that while we do support that, our lives are eating shit. Like Nadim lost out on a massive work opportunity. You know what I mean? To go work in Dubai. I missed out. I had a wedding in Dubai in April that was completely postponed from one of my best friends. I mean, that's not a big deal. But I also had weirdly enough, I was one of the copywriters for a shoot that was going to take place in Dubai in April. I lost out on that opportunity, for example. I also work in the TV and film industry. So even if let's say I wanted to stop streaming and hop back to work and get myself a full-time job, you think anyone's filming TV shows right now in the GCC? In the Middle East in general, everyone's under bombardment. The whole industry is probably eating shit right now. So, Demi has a store in Beirut. You know what I mean? Like an art studio. So everything gets affected by the situation. People have shops. People have restaurants. People are worried to spend money. People are going out less. The price of gas is going up. The price of fuel is going up. The supply of fuel is limited, so now we might have to start cutting back on power, and we might start getting on schedules again of power cuts and power outages. So it just stresses you out and like the day to day. And
like, I'm sorry if I sounded a bit chaotic, but it's just chaotic. I know, but this is how I see everything now.
Yeah, it's just it is exhausting. Like supporting. Sorry, Nour, did I cut you off? It's just very exhausting. It is very tiring to live through it, and the whole Hezbollah Israel situation is never ending. Like it's always like disarm, they don't disarm. Okay, we're gonna do this. They bomb, they leave, they come back. Disarm, they don't disarm, and it's the thing over and over again. Would it be solved if Israel just fucked off? I think so, but they're never gonna fuck off because it's in everyone's interest to keep fighting, even in Hezbollah's interest. Selfishly, as an organization, it is somewhat in their interest to keep this fighting, because Israel being there and them having to defend Lebanon from Israel is their entire reason for having these weapons anyways. And if Israel was never a threat, Hezbollah would have no need to have these weapons in the first place. So, you know, it's this whole loop and cycle that very few people benefit from, and that the rest of us are just caught in the middle, just eating shit day in and day out, just wanting to live. And then what is our option? Leave your country to go live somewhere else. Okay, we don't want to live somewhere else. We don't want to go to countries. And now, with these genocides and these wars, we've seen how much the world doesn't care about us, how much the world considers us as less than human, our lives are not worth as much as their lives. So why don't I even go live in a country where it's so obvious that ultimately people are never going to see me as one of their equals? I'm always going to be seen as, he's one of them. They're disposable because we bomb their countries and shit. So it's like, no one wants to have to leave their home. And
and that's why I feel defeated.
Yeah, I feel you. I know. Can't blame you for feeling that. Cannot blame anyone for
and I just feel like a tiny little pawn in a nothing game.
I know, and it feels endless. And you see what's happening in Palestine, and that makes you feel even more defeated, because you're like, they're just following the same exact playbook. Now they're the way they're destroying the villages, the way they're destroying the towns.
And a whole genocide happened, and no one gave a shit.
Yeah.
No one's gonna give a shit about us.
And I always say, like, in the States, when no one changed the gun laws after Sandy Hook, after those like 20-something kids got shredded by an AR-15 in a primary school, I was like, no one's ever going to do anything about gun control. Like, that's it. Same with Palestine. People allowed a genocide to happen live in 4K. Everyone watched it happen. Like, you know what I mean? You can make old wars and old, like, well, it wasn't people maybe they didn't know, or people chose. Now you could see everything. You could see everything.
I mean, the fact that it's really mediated as uncovered and everything, I mean, makes it like worse to me. Just like, and now pictures and videos, they're not as powerful as they used to be.
Yeah. I do agree. Seeing this stuff over and over again, it kind of numbs you to it. And we're gonna jump back quick to a quick update in Lebanon. Look at this. They are literally warning Christians that if they house and protect Muslims in their homes, Shia, that they will be punished. Oh, Jim, before you start the video, Jim sends another $10 super chat. Thank you so much, Jim. It says, I know it seems hopeless, but we're closer to stopping this than we've been in my lifetime. We're winning. We're winning, my comrades. I hope so, Jim. I really hope so. I think that the thing is, from here,
How can you tell?
it doesn't look like we're winning. Like here, it doesn't feel like we're winning. I think the macro, the zoomed out look is that, yeah, people do hate Israel more than ever. It is more isolated than ever before. I was on that show, Colonial Outcasts, last week with a bunch of awesome people from that panel, and we might have someone else from the panel on as a guest this week. And everyone there was like very much being very positive about like the war against Israel. And I was maybe probably the most negative one there because I'm like, I'm out here living here and I'm like, this place is not doing great. But I really hope so, and I really do. And I know Israel is more and more isolated, and governments, world governments, are turning their backs on them. And the young generation of Americans, like, I hope maybe, look, if they do take the South, I hope in 20 years we get some American leadership, some young anti-Zionists that grow up and become part of the U.S. government. That, like, you know what, it's time for Lebanon to get that land back. And then we have Western countries actually campaigning for us to get our land back. It's sad to even think about that. But yeah, and Jim, thank you so much for the generous dono. We love you so much. Let's check this quick report.
But Marjayoun is largely untouched. Its saving seems to be its predominantly Christian population.
Yeah, they're talking about the village of Marjayoun that has not been hit that much because there's a lot of Christians there. Even though, again, Israel has been hitting Christian areas. They've hit Dibbil, and they killed a priest there, and a father and son. They killed the whole, and they killed Christians just 2 days ago in Ain Saadib.
There are constant patrols to ensure no outsiders from the mainly Muslim villages around them can enter the town. Marjayoun's officials have had warning calls from the Israeli military, ordering them to turn away their Muslim neighbours fleeing the onslaught.
So this is direct intervention from Israel telling the Christians in that neighborhood, like, yo, if you get any Muslims there, we're going to bomb you. So make sure that you have no Muslims there. This is Israel creating this division, sowing these tensions between Muslims and Christians. This is one of their ways of doing it.
If they're given sanctuary, the town too faces attack. It's been denounced as ethnic cleansing by human rights groups. And this is what happens if Israeli orders aren't followed. Israeli troops are on their doorstep with...
So this is a house that didn't follow the Israeli orders. And how is this different than Nazis threatening to kill Europeans that were hiding Jews in their homes? How is this any different when Israelis threaten Christians? Hey, if you hide any Muslims in your house, we're going to kill you. And your town becomes fair game to be bombed. How is that any different from what the Nazis did? And then people will still tell you that Hezbollah are the bad people here, and they're the reason that this is all happening. It's nuts.
Positions in the next door village of Chayem. The townsfolk of Marjayoun tell us they've no other choice but to obey them.
You can see what's happening all around. If you don't take the order, you will be hit. And this is what we are afraid of.
And I don't want to judge this guy. Like, maybe some of you might be watching, like, you know what? I wouldn't do that, and I would let the Muslims in. And if they want to bomb us, let them bomb us, and fuck it. But so no, I also like, this guy might have kids, might have a family. Like, he doesn't want to risk his home or something. Like, I understand him. Do I necessarily agree with his decision? Like, we're going to turn away all our neighbors to protect ourselves. I think that maybe that's selfish, but can't at least part of you understand him and understand his fear? Maybe he worked his whole life to build that house, and it's the only thing that he's passing down to his family or his kids. He doesn't want it destroyed. No one wants their home destroyed. But at this point, are you also turning your back on your own humanity when you turn your back on your neighbors? And yes, in a way, but I also understand, like, it's so fucked. You see what's happening here? They're making people choose. Do you want your house, or do you want to be a good human being? Do you want to turn away your neighbor? Or do you want to... It's just... it's fucked. Yeah. Jim sends another $10 super chat. Thank you so much, Jim. It says, tell me when the American empire has looked weaker than it does right now. No, you're right. The American empire does look extremely weak. And not only that, like the dollar is weaker than ever. Everything is weaker than ever. China is stronger than ever. So it is true. I guess what I'm trying to say is that like here, if it looks like we're winning, it doesn't feel like it yet, or it doesn't look like it, because ultimately we're always losing. Geopolitically,
Yep.
everything's doing fine. All we know is that, you know, our jobs are affected, and like people can't travel. Like I'm supposed to go visit my family. I was supposed to go visit my family now, and then I postponed it to July because one of my best friends is getting married in the States as well this summer in July. So I was like, fuck it, I'll go in July. It's almost impossible to get tickets out of here. I think the only airline that's still flying out of Lebanon is Middle East Airlines,
It is.
which is very expensive. They'll charge you twice as much as anyone else because they're flying through. There's like a war tax basically for when you fly with them. So it might be prohibitively expensive for me to go to the States, and then like if I go there, might I be stuck there if the war escalates? Like it just really it just affects our lives in every single way. So it's just kind of it's hard to see the positive sometimes, you know. But I do agree with Jim. The U.S. is weaker than ever. Chris says W. Nour and W. Elijah been a while. Yeah, maniac, Chris.
Bishbo.
Maniac. Elijah, where did your piercing go? Elijah, you changed Elijah. Society.
Elijah still trying to get that visa to Dubai, bro.
That's crazy, man. Yeah, Jed, like threatening, this is straight up. I mean, again, not to reference the evil Quentin Tarantino. Spit on you.
I swear I was thinking about Inglourious Bastard right
the
now.
opening scene from Inglourious Basterds.
Rosh Hashanah.
Monsieur Lapadite, and like you're drinking that milk, you know, chugging that milk. So yeah, it's fucked up. It's genuinely fucked up.
I thought about it when we put the reportage تبع هلا هيدا if you hide Jews in your
If you had Muslims.
One
One more.
But like Iris.
No. This is fun. You guys want to hear how Syria might be involved in this whole thing?
Yeah.
Let's learn together. Look at this. This is from Shael Ben Ephraim. He says, Israel plans to carve up Lebanon. I love hearing they plan to carve up Lebanon. I love, what a great line to start with. Israel plans to carve up Lebanon in cooperation with the Syrian government, according to Israeli newspaper Ma'ariv. The core Israeli and American assessment is that Lebanon has completely failed to deal with Hezbollah. The Lebanese army is seen as afraid of Hezbollah, avoids direct confrontation, and in some cases is infiltrated by Hezbollah-affiliated elements. 2. Israeli assessments identify only 2 actors in the region that are both willing and capable of fighting Hezbollah: Israel and Syria's new regime under Ahmad al-Shara. Israel does not trust Syria either, but sees it as genuinely opposed to Hezbollah. Therefore, this would be a strategic alliance of goals, not a real partnership. Israel is considered having the IDF take control of southern Lebanon while Syria operates in northern Lebanon against Hezbollah, effectively dividing security responsibility over Lebanon between Israel and Syria. Fun times, and a double. We're at war with Syria and Israel, both of them interfering in our country, coming into our country. Israeli sources, 5. Israeli sources stress that this is not a plan Israel is actively pursuing by choice, but rather a fallback that becomes more realistic as every other option fails. 6. Contracts between Israel and Syria, possibly with American mediation, are already taking place or at least being explored at various levels. These are not described as formal open negotiations, but as back-channel dialogue across multiple tracks. The Trump administration would strongly prefer not to reach this scenario, but has itself largely given up, as if whatever the Trump administration wants is happening. Netanyahu is doing whatever the fuck he wants in the region. He is holding the reins of this Iran war. He's controlling everything. So it doesn't matter what Trump says or wants. It doesn't matter. The Trump administration would strongly prefer not to reach this scenario, but has itself largely given up on Lebanon's government and army, feeling it was misled. This would happen. This would, if it happened, be a return to the status quo of before 2000, when Syria had a deciding say in Lebanon and Lebanese politics and Israel ruled the south. But with a twist. Back then, Syria and Hezbollah were partners in a resistance axis that aimed to push Israel out of Lebanon. Now, Syria and Israel would be colonialist partners in crime, weakening Lebanon for their own gain.
I zoned out during most of that.
You zoned out? I was going to say, this was depressing to listen to and to read.
No, I heard that. But كمان it's so weird and like people عن جد it's a game and like it's literally إنه هيك pièce de théâtre.
Yeah. You take this piece. How about we make a deal? We shake hands, and you take it from the country. It's like,
like the Americans were against ISIS اللي كان أحمد شرع هو kind of إنه he was ISIS and the whole ISIS. Then بعدين like ISIS was against Hezbollah. So whenever إنه he came president هلا صار ضد Hezbollah.
Well, losing Syria is pretty fucked up. I mean,
Insane.
it's pretty fucked up.
Guys, I'm gonna
sure.
do a movie about all of this and all of this ends, by the way.
That's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
This war really fucked with my attention span.
Come in, yeah.
Like هلا I feel I can't do anything without constantly being on edge or constantly wanting is that my phone isn't in my hand checking every notification. I feel like I'm fucked.
Yeah, me too. I generally look at my phone. It's a good thing when Demi's around. She tries to keep me from like constantly looking at my phone, and I'll be like, "Hey, like take a break." So
We all need a dummy.
and try to zone out. Yeah, dude. If it wasn't for her, I would be like just constantly like this all day, monitoring the situation as we call it. Best. It's like we'll talk about it. Having to learn how to live side by side with this. This is another tweet from Sarah. This was from 2 days ago. This is a bit old at this point. 2 days ago. This was like during Saturday, I think. Beirut, just scenes from Beirut. Raining bombs all over Beirut. So here's our president. This is in Arabic, but I'll try to translate. And then there's another one that's subtitled. Basically talking about how Lebanon should not have been dragged to war. He says Gaza eventually negotiated, but only after losing so much, and that Lebanon could have avoided ongoing losses had someone not taken it to war with Israel. What did we get out of their war? So yeah, the someone he's talking about, Hezbollah, he doesn't name them, so people are saying that like maybe he should have named them, whatever. Like, I don't mind. Again, I think he's an American government appointed president, essentially, you know what I mean? So he's never going to side with Hezbollah. You're never going to hear that from them. They're always going to blame Hezbollah for this because they want to stay on American Israel's good side, because they think that by doing so they can save whatever parts of Lebanon that they can save, and you know what I mean? So that's what's going to happen there. But the more funny part, I guess, Chris says, Nour, you sound like you need the devil's lettuce with a $2 super chat. Thank you, Chris. Are you encouraging crime on this show, Chris? Crime as we react to our
I don't know what
president.
that means.
Obviously we love the president. Everybody hearts in the air for the president. And Nawaf Salam, ثنائي لن يتكرر. Do not put us in jail. So this is a video of the president talking about how there's these pipes, this pipe system, this water pipe that needs to be fixed in the south, and he's been trying to get permission from the Israelis for 4 days to fix it, but they're not returning his calls. So just to show you where Lebanon is at right now.
يعني بعطيك مثل بسيط، في قسطر مي مقطوع مضروب بوصل المي على مرجعيون والقلاع. قائد الجيش عم بيعمل اتصالاته مع الميكانيزم له 3-4 ايام. عملنا اتصالات امبارح مع الصليب الاحمر اللبناني والصليب الاحمر الدولي، وهن جاهزين، ومصلحه مياه الجنوب جاهزه لتطلع تصلح، ولكن بعد لهلا ما اجت الموافقه من الاسرائيلي للاسف يعني.
We haven't received approval from the Israelis yet. We have just to show you, I think we're powerless right now. We have 2 Lebanese villages that have a water pipe, an essential water pipe that sends water to those villages that needs repair. It's broken, it needs repair. Everyone's ready to do it. The Red Cross is ready to go. The water repair guys are ready to go. The government, the local governments have all coordinated and they're ready to go. They just need the okay from the Israelis. Like, hey, can we go fix our own pipes? They're not getting an okay. No pipes are getting fixed. So these 2 villages aren't getting the water access that they need. This is where we're at. Like, we're completely powerless. We're completely cucked by Israel. Like, hey, can we please go fix our own pipes so that our people get water? They don't answer. What do they do instead? They bomb you. They kill your people. That's where we're at.
ولكن هذا الشيء ما بيرضعنا، رح نضل نتابع. نتابع اتصالاتنا لحتى نأمن مقومات الحياة لأهلنا بالجنوب.
That's all you can do. Is we're going to keep calling. We're going to keep sending angry letters. It's like a Karen who's like angry at the manager. I'm going to send you a strongly worded letter. All we can do is theoretically send a strongly worded letter. Be like, this should not be happening as they nuke the country every day. We're like, please, can we fix the pipe? They've bombed 30 other pipes in one afternoon. And we're like, please, can we give us approval? So yeah. Then moving on to a very controversial attack that happened yesterday. Did it happen yesterday?
2 days ago.
2 days ago.
This attack happened 2 days ago. Very controversial attack. Very sad attack. Very sad series of events. So Israel murdered Pierre Mawad and his wife. Pierre was a leader in the Lebanese forces, a major anti-Hezbollah party in Lebanon. Israel doesn't care. They killed him and his wife anyway. So here's a picture of Pierre and his lovely wife. Very incredibly sad event. They were just hanging out in their apartment, innocently not doing anything, and they were just randomly bombed by Israelis. Now, word has been like going around like crazy, and like a bunch of rumors and a bunch of investigations have happened. We're gonna break it down for you guys.
Mainly, the Israeli, they bombed the upper level of the house.
But that's not what the army investigation showed. But yeah, supposedly what people were saying eventually was that there was an empty apartment above them. They lived on like the third. On the fourth floor was an empty apartment. So they're saying that the Israelis thought that some Hezbollah operative had rented out that fourth apartment and they were trying to kill him. Now, the fourth floor ended up being empty, completely vacant, and the roof supposedly collapsed and killed Pierre and his wife on the third floor.
But Kamen, there's something that I know. There's like a voice note. I don't know if you saw it. Like, Gabby and Pierre's son, he opened his dad's phone and he saw a voice note that his dad sent to the landlord of the fourth floor, which he's saying that you rented this house to these guys, to this family. انا ماني مطمن عنهم بس انه اذا انت مطمن رواق بس اذا بصير شيء بحملك عليك مسؤوليه.
Also, but is it a real voice note? Is that real?
But I've heard the voice note is fake.
It's fake?
I think so.
That's the thing. But here's the again, people are mixed on what's happening. Here is the landlord of the apartment on TV saying that it was empty. Can you cut to the
يعني المضروب حضرتك هناك اولاد
هيدا بالكوني شقتي
يعني المضروبه
مضبوط
حضرتك بس رح ارجع لك اعطيني
This is the landlord.
حضرتك مأجر حدا؟
لا ماني مأجر حدا.
He's saying no, I did not rent it to anyone.
ليلة كان مضروب الشقة وهلا يعني شفنا الجثث يعني عم بيتم انتشالها مباشرة على الهواء وعم بيقولوا لنا في شقة في أحد الجثث انشالت من هيدي الشقة بالذات. شو من وين اجى الزلمة؟
هلا منين اجوا أنا ما بعرف لأنه أنا بعدني جاي من الشمال حتى أشوف شو صاير. لأنه لما شفت على الأخبار أنا دغري ضليت جاي.
They didn't find a body. There was no one in the apartment. It was empty.
مسكرة كليا.
That's the misinformation that's happening. There was no one.
حتى عفشة تركته فيها.
So he's saying I didn't rent it to anyone. This guy's telling, but they found someone. What do you mean? He's like, I didn't rent it. I just came back to see what happened. So again, you can or not believe this guy. It's all shown in the army investigation. So Rania Khalid's tweet this on says the Israelis reportedly killed a Lebanese forces official in a targeted strike on an apartment in the mountains. Lebanese forces is a right-wing Christian political party that is vehemently anti-Hezbollah and has historically collaborated with the Israelis. Very strange development. And people took issue with Rania's tweet because it's like, why do you have to mention that he's like, anti-Hezbollah or super right-wing Christian and he's aligned with the Israelis as if to make his death seem less, valid or something, which I kind of do understand. It is kind of yanim. You don't need to talk about that right now. Like, the guy just got killed. Don't try to minimize his death because you disagree with him politically. You know what I mean? So Romy tweets out, says she didn't even give us time to mourn before spreading her lies. Notice how she throws in the right-wing label to demonize him for her audience. He was the father of my classmate who lost her parents tonight because Hezbollah members were hiding in their building without the residents knowing. Again, this is so complicated. There's so much hatred here. Like, she's also kind of she's buying into the like Hezbollah were hiding there, so it's their fault. No one's blaming the Israelis, notice, from that side there. Everyone's more than happy to blame Hezbollah, and to them it's not like Israel's fault. This is kind of the crazy part, okay? So
But I don't get why the right-wing label makes him look bad. بالعكس I saw it as she's trying to say Israelis will just kill anyone. And even their supporters.
Could be, I guess. But she was also saying that, like, usually they've aligned with Israelis. So to her audience, it's going to make him seem less sympathetic. To her audience, I would say. Maybe. Again, we're fans of Rania Khalid. I think she's great. But I do understand why someone might take issue with that tweet and be like, again, just to show you how high tensions are. Some people are blaming Israel. Some people want to blame Hezbollah. And that's causing so many arguments and so many fights.
I sent you the voice note, by the way. No.
Here's another little news report.
At the moment is that at least 3 people have been killed. That's the official update from the Ministry of Health. Among them a local leader with the Lebanese Forces and his wife. Now, the Lebanese Forces is a Christian political party on the right wing of the political spectrum here in Lebanon. And there's been a lot of concern and condemnation from his colleagues this evening. His name was Pierre Muawad. And we've seen the local MP in this area saying that there need to be, more stringent checks on displaced people, calling for the setting up of roadblocks and things like that. And his other colleagues from his party,
like Civil War era shit, by the way.
And we don't know who they are.
I can't pause it right now, so I gotta go back here. So once you set up roadblocks to make sure who's Muslim, who's Shia, where are you from? Show me your ID. This is literal Civil War era stuff that used to happen back in the 90s and in the 80s. Like, yeah, it's insane that this is where they're headed again.
And in Lebanon, there's something, and I don't know if you guys know, in Lebanon, there's this topic is really sensitive, and like this road blocking and everything triggered such a huge PTSD. Like I remember here in June, whenever they closed, do you remember what the revolution? They closed a part of the tunnel, تبع هون تبع الزوق.
For protesting,
yeah, like people they went and like and they're going back to the civil war and everything. So and whenever they do anything that's related to like roadblocks or like
hey, the Hajj, this is a checkpoint. This is like back in the day when the right-wing Christians were at war with the Palestinians. They used to set up checkpoints to find out if you were Palestinian or not. And they had like trick questions. Someone told me, they used to ask you, how do you say, they would try to ask you something to see how you would say the word tomato, because in Arabic, Lebanese people will say banadura. Palestinians, from what I understand, would say bandora. So they would try to get you to say the word banadura to try to trick you and see if you're Palestinian, if you said bandora or if you said banadura. And if you said bandora and you're a Palestinian, they would take you and fucking kill you. So these roadblocks, these checkpoints, also reminds you of Israel when they have checkpoints for Palestinians and stuff. So it could only lead to bad things. And it means that Christian areas might get more closed off, and they're going to get like, you know what I mean? They might have armed guards outside and like, hey, only Christians are allowed in. That's not the kind of Lebanon that you want. Lebanon, we pride ourselves on being a multicultural country where Christians, Shia, Sunnis, Druze, everyone lives together in harmony. I mean, as much in harmony as we can. And for when you start hearing, we're going to set up checkpoints to figure out who's a Shia and who's not, shit's not looking good.
Yeah, and breaking off a civil war in Lebanon helps so much Israel, because they're gonna like invade the south and like maybe Beirut also in such a smooth way,
MP in this area saying that there need to be, more stringent checks on displaced people, calling for the setting up of roadblocks and things like that. And his other colleagues from his party, the Lebanese Forces, also saying, that people should be sheltered, but they should be welcomed into official shelters, and there should be stringent checks before people are allowed into other neighborhoods, which gives you some indication of the level of concern and consternation, as we're talking about 1 million people displaced.
Instead of condemning Israel for bombing innocent civilian buildings, apartment buildings, and killing civilians willy-nilly left and right, they're going to say, oh, we need to make sure who we're renting. Like, you see what I mean? The solution we take is we accept the status quo. Oh, we're getting bombed. We're not going to complain about who's bombing us. Let's fight and bicker about everything else, instead of like, hey, shouldn't we condemn the Israelis for killing these two Christian
Lebanon as such is so like كثير مقسم. It's fucked.
Well, I feel like for the older generation, it's mostly pretend and just to live in harmony and peace. فأنه كمان they are still tense or very on edge all the time.
Yeah, the fucking boomers really fucked this country.
Fuck the boomers.
Across Lebanon, it's a humanitarian crisis that the government is struggling to deal with. Only about 5% of people are in official shelters. Many others, they're trying to stay with family and friends in overcrowded apartments, and they're seeking shelter in other parts of the country. But they're not always being welcomed. They're having trouble, renting apartments. And this is partly why, speaking to neighbours here, they say, we want to welcome people with an open heart, but we're afraid of the consequences if people come into our neighbourhoods and we don't know who they are.
Okay, thank you for that. Heidi Pett there for us in.
We don't know who they are. They're coming to our regions. So here's some tensions that this isn't translated. We'll translate it for you. This lady, after the attack happened, the 9 side, you got these people are like, we need to kick out all the Muslims out of here.
This is what I was saying. I know, it's still there.
Yeah.
It was hidden. It's
as soon as it happened,
resurfacing.
the boomers As soon as it happens, the boomers, it comes out. The racists, they're like, let them go back to their, how to say, Lebanon, like, let them go back to their town. Let them just go back to there. That's just how they say it. Let them stay there, we'll stay here. Our areas, their areas.
مناطقنا is our Christian.
And I love how the whole thing, there was a microcosm, yet a mini version of this war happening when Simple Butter opened. We have two restaurants in Lebanon, two steakhouses, one called Swiss Butter, the OG. It's now open in like London. I love Swiss Butter. So Swiss Butter opened primarily, I guess, like, I don't know, a Christian area. And then then there was like a kind of a ripoff that was created called Simple Butter. They opened it in a mall, like Centro Mode, where is it? Shia area, but it looks just like Swiss Butter, same menu, same everything, but instead it has hookah on top. So,
and no alcohol.
So then people started like fighting on TikTok, like, oh, you guys just ripped off Swiss Butter. Anyways, you guys, you guys, as in like you Muslims you can keep Simple Butter. We'll keep Swiss Butter, like the Christians. You had a Christian Shia battle over restaurants. Like, you guys eat there, we'll eat here, and
over
that's
steak
it.
and fries.
Over steak and fries and Café de
hookah.
Paris sauce. Which it's a very nice Café de Paris sauce. But anyways, like, yeah, we'll fight over. So here, you're seeing it happen over OG things, like territory this time.
بدنا نقول يخللون بكل واحد قاعد هون بكل واحد
يبروا بقى يروحوا على مناطقهم بقى يروحوا
حدا من عنا يقعدهم ويأجرهم يفلوا كل مصايبنا منهم بس.
So this lady literally is like, they need to leave now. They all need to go. They need to leave. And then the guy was like, yeah, and then he curses, like, it's probably like, ate my dick in them or something. You know, he's like, they should go back. And then she's like, all of our problems come from them. No one should be allowed to rent them any homes anymore. That's what this is a Karen if I've ever seen. Now, please, I do want to keep in mind, okay, I disagree with these people. I think they're horrible, but I guess let's try to keep it in perspective. Lebanese people have gone through a lot over the past. Her whole life has been shit. Let's keep it real. Cut to her news.
Yeah, bro.
Cut to her. This lady has been deep fried to the max. She's lived through like 4 wars with Israel. She's been through civil wars. She's probably seen her brothers, all half her cousins, killed by either the Lebanese army, another political party, Lebanon, either like a Palestinian militia, Syrians. Who knows? This lady has been through some stuff.
There's like a frame if you like go for, yeah.
The country has been through a financial crisis in 2019. She's probably lost her whole life savings. Yani, this lady has been through it. She's probably, you know what I mean? So just keep that in mind as to understand why they're so bitter and like ready to be racist. It doesn't excuse the racism, but you know. She's just stressed out, okay? But also, like, just a terrible human.
طب البلدية ما عندها فكرة كان عندها هوية لا إنه
ما خص البلدية
هن كانوا عم
كل واحد بايع ضميره.
So they're telling her that shouldn't the municipality, like, doesn't the municipality know who's renting what apartment? Isn't it their fault? She's like, it doesn't matter what the municipality knows. It's the fault of whoever has sold his conscience and is renting apartments to Muslims. That's literally what she's saying. She's saying it's personal responsibility at this point. It's not the municipality's responsibility. It is every person and his conscience. And if they've sold, she's saying, whoever sold his conscience and is okay with renting it to Shia. Like, they're now, these people are completely otherizing the Shia population. They are like, they're someone else. They're no longer human. They're not our problem.
Yeah, and you know, like the right wing, they really have this vocab of, selling your country and selling beya ardak, beya damirak, beya. They sell everything.
People are making fun of her hair. I love it. T-Talk with she.
Her hairstyle is very dated.
Says bangs going crazy. Come back to her quick, Nour. T-Talk says
the bangs are
crazy.
Very like receding bangs.
AC says the trim is crazy. Yeah, it's nutty hair. She's stuck in the 90s. She's stuck when the Civil War was happening. And the Civil War ended in 1990. So did her barber stopped updating his catalog. Her coiffeur, sorry, his barbers for men.
Do you remember? I remember when I used to go to the coiffeur with my sister, like the ladies coiffeur. You used to have like samples of hair, on the catalog.
Yeah, for the hair dye.
Yeah, that was crazy.
It's the female mullet. She looks like an 80s action star. She should be in a movie. And let's keep listening to her spout some racism. Oh, nice. Oh, that was very racist. So she's telling the Israelis, come back to Lebanon. She's asking the Israelis to invade Lebanon and to finish off Hezbollah.
لا ما بحسك قصده.
Go back ما سمعت.
خص البلدية كل واحد بايع ضميره يرجعوا للبنان ويخلصونا منهم.
يرجع
I
للبنان
think يرجع على لبنان انه يعني she's talking about the people who like انه اللي باعوا ضميرهم انه يرجعوا يفكروا بلبنان.
Oh, so
مش بإيران.
yeah,
so the
yeah,
people
you're
who
right.
have rented their apartments to these Muslims
To
should
be
now
Lebanese and not Iranian.
serve Lebanon. But okay, I guess that's what she means.
هي
I went for the
بالنسبة
more
لها
racist interpretation, the more extreme interpretation.
She probably thinks that too,
she
yeah, to
definitely
be
thinks that,
fair.
of course.
she probably thinks Netanyahu is hot.
Listen, guys, we're running a live stream. I got to make shit exciting, okay? Some lady says, "Hey, I don't
Add
like
some
Muslims."
spice,
I got to blow them up.
Anthony.
I got to make her say she wants to nuke them. No, I got to make it worse. I'm Mimzah, of course not. What she's saying is pretty terrible. Doesn't need any fixing from me.
Still talking?
She's been waiting for a news reporter to like show up at her neighborhood so she can just start spouting. She's like, I've been waiting for since the start of this war.
She's had it.
She's had it.
She's fed up.
وكل يوم وكل عمرنا بكل لبنان هيك بدنا نضل لا طفح الكيل وخلص بكفي
She's saying, are we going to stay like this forever in Lebanon? No. It ends now.
وكل واحد بيع ضميره ويوعى على ضميره بقى ويرجع للبنان اول
هيدا لبنان بعد ما she's saying everybody who sold his conscience wake up and bring Lebanon. Ooh, we got Nadim balancing some
That's our
raps.
That was our
hand raps.
talent
Good job.
show for you.
Can you
Good
put
job
more?
to me.
Can you put more?
Yeah, of course. Let's have a war break.
Zoom in.
Please don't zoom in.
Damn.
Damn, yo.
The show is done.
Show's over.
Hope you guys enjoyed that.
Bro, we're so autistic sometimes. أنا personally بشرد.
Did you lose the other two?
No, they're here.
Can you go back to this racist lady?
Yeah.
لبنان اول لبنان وشعب لبنان هو الاول
She says bring Lebanon back to Lebanon, and Lebanon's population number 1.
ساكن بالشقه غادر قبل الاستاد.
ما بعرف يلي بعرف ضربه والكل ركض واكيد يلي كانوا قاعدين هون زمطوا بريشهم وفلوا طالب انا البلديه وكل البلديات
And she's saying the people that were living here probably escaped unharmed.
Yeah, because there was the CCTV of like the motor that was running.
Yeah, what's the new meta in Lebanon? Any dude on a motor on a mobilette on a little scooter bike dressed in black is a Shia Hezbollah terrorist.
By the way, those two guys were
delivery.
Yeah, they were delivery drivers. That's the thing. It's
like people in the comments were like, why is he running, bro? Because like he got blown, you know, like.
Look, these are people talking about. These are people again in that neighborhood. Look how high tensions are. Like they just randomly got into a fight with the MTV guy. They're like, "Stop filming us, leave." Again, this is not translated. You're just gonna get the vibes, okay? Get the angry vibes from the people.
بس راقت الدخنة عم نطلع بس لنشوف إذا حدا صار له شيء بس طلعت الدخنة راقت طلع واحد على الموبيلات جته كبيرة يعني بس ما قدرنا نطاله ما قدرت أمسكه يعني أنا أول وحدة كنت عم جرب أمسكه ما قدرت أمسكه
هو الشخص اللي لابس أسود يعني مثل ما شايفين يعني في
So there's some guys yelling I don't want to say it. He's saying we're gonna let him say it again.
الشخص اللي لابس أسود يعني مثل ما شايفين يعني في
Can you come back to the video?
Sorry.
الشخص اللي لابس أسود يعني مثل ما شايفين يعني في
Hello, can you pause the reporter when he hears
أسود
What the
Get this
يعني مثل ما شايفين يعني في غضب كتير كبير من الاشخاص اللي هن موجودين بحسب ايضا المعلومات اللي قدرنا نحصل عليها بالدقائق السابقه البث المباشر يلي وصلنا فيه لهون شخص بلباس اسود هرب على الموتوسيكل.
There you go. Someone dressed in black ran away on a motorcycle.
That's really crazy. I know it's a crazy assumption.
Yeah, خلاص black dressed in black.
هو شخص يلي كان مأجر العائلة النازحة.
If you have a little scooter and you love bikes and you love wearing black, tell it.
Don't dress in black.
يعني بسبب
So people are fighting. They're like, get out of here. They try to keep the guy away. Like, anyways. Here, so come in. This is breaking. Lebanese Christians are now going from house to house and kicking out every Hezbollah Shia Muslim hiding in Christian neighborhoods. A Christian man and his wife. So I don't. Again, this guy's fucked up. He says, and kicking out every Hezbollah Shia Muslim. They're just regular fucking people, man. Just yalla. Here's people going door to door. Again, بمناطقنا ما بدنا. Everyone's using the beautiful language. بمناطقنا مناطقكم. I honestly think a Simple Butter video could bring peace to Lebanon. Like if we go eat at Simple Butter.
We suggested last week.
But it's Jneh is exploding.
Yeah.
But aren't you willing to do that for peace?
Should we go eat at Simple Butter? Us Christians, should we go into Shia territory and instead of eating Swiss butter, we eat at Simple Butter, put our lives at risk to get one of their steaks with Café de Paris and maybe some kind of dessert afterwards and maybe a hookah since they have ergide, which
Let's
Swiss butter
do.
doesn't.
I really want to do that.
Should we?
For the safety of Lebanon, I think we must.
We will unite Lebanon by going to Simple Butter.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's the only. And then Muslims have to go. A table of Shia have to go eat at Swiss Butter. Is Swiss Butter going to be like, sorry, sirs, you can't come in. We're afraid that they're going to blow up the Swiss Butter. So you're like, no, Swiss Butter would never do that. Swiss Butter does not ask for religion, folks. Swiss Butter is one of the finest establishments in Lebanon. This is not sponsored, by the way. We love Swiss Butter. You guys love Swiss Butter?
We do.
Yeah, that's like fire.
Fire deals, bro. Fire deals. Okay, tabliet the steak. Change the game.
Tabliet steak.
Steak tabliet. Change the game.
It's a great dish.
لا, it's a really good restaurant. I really like it. لا,
Man with
it's a great deal.
Man with long last name says stream it. Oh, we will stream it. Can you best believe we're gonna stream it if we're gonna go risk death? It's gonna be streamed.
Yeah, and if you wanna see also our stream in Swiss Butter
wait, bro. No way.
I don't think there's, bro. They hit Central Mall. Maybe I don't think there is still Simple Butter. You know.
Oh, you think they hit Central Mall?
لا, I saw. لا,
no, the mall's still
not
around.
recently, I think.
Go to Simple Butter's Instagram page. Let's see what the kind of posts they're putting out. You know, what kind of content are they making?
I think they are posting.
Oh, Nina Daly said, I've tried both. Nina Daly, which is better? Simple Butter or the sauce at Simple Butter is different, but but so good too. Goddamn.
They're open. They're open.
They hit behind it. ضربوا وراه Simple Butter.
في بجناح, في بخلدة, وفي بصيدا.
They're attacking all those places.
Chat, is it safe to go?
Yeah, which is the safest of those three Simple Butter? Damn, لحق يفتح 3 فروع. God damn.
صار له مان 4 سنين قبل ما تفوت كارين مان.
This is happening for 4 years?
لا, I don't think so.
It's the same era of Karine.
Again, so old. This show's 5 years old. So we haven't talked about the Simple Butter beef in like that long ago. It was like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Anyways, more
like the Fiddo beef happened 3 years ago.
Yeah, the Fiddo beef is هيدا.
That's crazy. I think I'm gonna fix the camera.
Here's a guy, like a municipality guy. This is subtitled. Who's like, we need to check who's renting our houses.
واليوم انتم بتاكدوا انه كانت الشقه مأجره ولا لا؟
مش نحن عندنا بقيود البلديه ما في شيء اسمه مأجر.
نعم.
نحن بقيود البلديه ما في شيء مأجر، اذا مأجر بالشكل السري وبدون ما نعرف، لانه في ناس حتى بكل لبنان مش بس بضيعتنا بعين سعاده، في كثير شقق.
Haley saying you have to take Chris بدك تجي على Simple Butter. حرام. Yeah, why do you want to put Chris through that?
ليه بدك تجي؟
Why do you guys want to torture Chris?
بلبنان ما حدا مسكن، في كثير ناس ما بيسجلوا اجارهم تيهربوا من الضريبه. نحن ديجا كنا بلشنا قبل هذا سنه ما استلمنا مجلس البلدي، عم نعمل مسح للابنيه كلها نشوف مين شاغر ومين مش شاغر، مين مسكون ومين مش مسكون.
وهلا الرقابه ساعتها رح ترجع تتشدد اكثر على خاصه الاجارات، صحيح؟
اكيد نحن الموضوع ما هذا، ونحن بنطلب نتوجه عبر شاشتكم لكل السكان بالضيعه، اي شخص بيشتبهوا فيه بحضور
that he is present in some way
بشكل ما بيعرفوا غريب عن المنطقه يبلغوا البلديه. نحن
now we're going to start literally. If you see someone that looks strange in your neighborhood, call the municipality, tell them there's a threat. It's going to become like neighborhood watch in America when George Zimmerman killed Trayvon Martin for wearing a hoodie and walking in the neighborhood. This is going to start happening in Lebanon. People are going to see like some random young kid wearing black on a motorcycle walking around. They're going to be like, who's this guy? This guy's not supposed to be here. He's a Muslim. He's a Shia. Let's go get him. Like, Lynch mobs, Ashway. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of fun. Yeah, and it's gonna be dangerous, man. Like, start
I think
looking
we're
out for
gonna
anyone.
start seeing the KKK in Lebanon, bro.
24 او 24 7 على 7 كانت الشرطه ولا انا شخصيا مستعدين نرد وبدنا نودي ناس يكشفوا على الموضوع وصار عندنا كذا حاله مش بس بدقوا لنا في حدا غريب ونرجع بنروح نكشف بيطلع هودي نحن مسجلينهم نحن كل الاشخاص اللي عم نسجلهم كل هيدي المعلومات تروح للاجهزه الامنيه هذا دورنا كبلديه فينا
registering people, we gotta register them, the whole thing. This is slippery slope, guys.
Chris and Nina are saying the steak at Swiss Butter is أطيب.
Oh, really?
إيه.
خلاص, the Swiss butter. We're just doing this for peace. Can you cut back just? I just want to make sure the cameras are back. There you go. Nice.
Man, that guy's voice is straight out of Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, by the way.
Straight out of smoking 9 packs. So again, as you can see, this is kind of what's happening. People are who rented, who's living here, etc., etc. Now let's look at quickly just what. Let me get you the military update real quick. We're almost done with this topic, and then we're going to go back to debating partying. Okay. Here we go. So the Lebanese army, I'm going to read the... Let me see if I can read the translation here. They're not going to translate. Look, why can you not fetch the translation? Anyways, I'm going to read Rania Khalid's translation. Lebanese army investigation concludes that the Israeli attack in the Christian area of Ain Saada last night did in fact target the third floor apartment of the Lebanese forces politician. So the third floor was the targeted floor, not the fourth floor, not the empty floor that they thought was rented. The bomb hit the third floor. The army adds that the building had no new tenants, putting to rest the narrative that a member of Hezbollah was hiding in an adjacent apartment. Come in. By the way, like if that voice note is real from that Nadim was mentioning, where let me try. Don't cut back. Don't cut to my PC screen. I gotta open WhatsApp to get that voice note. I'm gonna play the voice note. Don't cut to me.
Okay.
Don't cut to me. Whatever you do.
Cut to us.
حاليا ما رح نحط على جروب. انا حكيت معه لإلي بالنسبه له قال مطمن ومش عم يستفيد بالمصاري حطتهم ببلاش وقال هو مطمن باله منهم. قلت له ماشي الحال انت مطمن بالك لكن انت على تطميناتك بتطمني.
This is whose voice?
Pierre.
This is Pierre's voice. This is the voice of supposedly of the person who died. Okay, I'm gonna play back at 1 speed.
حاليا ما رح نحطه على جروب. انا حكيت معه لإلي بالنسبه له قال مطمن ومش عم يستفيد بالمصاري حطتهم ببلاش وقال هو مطمن باله منهم. قلت له ماشي الحال انت مطمن بالك لكن انت على تطميناتك بتطمني بس انا في حال صار شيء محملك مسؤوليه كامله. قالوا بلكي صار شيء ما بعرف. قلت له لكن انت مش مطمن نقي قرر اذا مطمن بتطمني انا عم بتطمن على حجتك.
Okay, this does not sound like AI is what I'm going to say. It sounds pretty legit. I don't know if that's his voice. I've never met the person, so I don't know. I'm sure people who've known him can verify. This sounds like a real voice note to me.
But it can be anyone. It can be
anyone, and it could be from a different time. It could be from a year ago. It could be from... This could be about anything technically, so I don't know, but it does not sound like AI to me. I'm going to keep playing.
إذا في حال شيء صار.
So basically what he's saying, this is the voice of Pierre, the person who was killed, who's basically telling the guy who owns the apartment on the 4th floor, like, hey, if you're telling me you trust these people, then you trust them, and I'll be cool with that. But like, it's on you. If these people turn out to be dangerous or something, it's on you. It's not on me. So they do seem to be talking about someone having rented an apartment. There's only like 20 seconds left.
بدي منك تتخيل وين ممكن يروح خيالك شو يعني تتحمل مسؤولية كاملة لأنه صاروخ اللي بيمرق هونيك بيقطع عنه بقى يا مطمن اتركهم إذا مش مطمن قيمون بقى المسؤولية كاملة عليك حطها براسك أعطيته اسمي لا سمح الله صار شيء أنت المسؤول وبتعرف شو يعني مسؤول يروح خيالك.
Okay, he's telling him. No, he mentioned rockets. He's like, this is on you. If anything happens to us, this is your responsibility, etc. So, what are people saying about this voice note?
I saw it's fake. I think even MTV said it's fake.
Oh, damn. Okay, if MTV is saying it's fake, and MTV is like straight up wit TV, is like pro-Israel TV, that means it's probably fake. So the investigation showed that. Can you go back to the screen? Israeli scheme was an accident that they thought were. So this means the Israeli. One side here. Okay, yeah. So it puts to rest that the member of Hezbollah was hiding in that apartment. This means that the Israelis targeted the home of a politician who belongs to a party that many view as an ally of Israel. The Israelis claim it was an accident and that they thought they were assassinating Hezbollah operatives. This makes zero sense given that the area and building is full of residents hostile to Hezbollah and suspicious of the displaced. This was either shockingly bad Israeli intelligence or Israel did this to provoke sectarian infighting across Lebanon. That's kind of where I'm getting at. While some Lebanese forces' voices have remained calm and responsible, others are fanning the flames just as Israel might have hoped for. I know that's what I think. I think Israeli intelligence is way too good for them to make this kind of mistake. Oh, they just fired at an empty apartment thinking there was someone there. I don't think Israelis would make that mistake. I don't think Israelis would ever make that mistake. I think that, in my personal opinion, at this point, I think they killed this guy on purpose. I think they killed this guy knowing that he's an important person in a right-wing Christian anti-Hezbollah political party. They know that the people in his area and his political party are going to put the blame on Hezbollah, and this might be something that motivates people to like rise up against Hezbollah. Because I don't, and the only reason I say that is because Israeli intelligence, as much as I don't want to admit that, is fantastic in terms of espionage, in terms of spying, in terms of technology, in terms of everything. They know everything that's going down. They know everything that's going down everywhere. They know every single target that they kill. They are very aware of what they're doing and how they're systematically killing people and erasing bloodlines in Palestine and here in Lebanon. So, Anam, I don't think the Israelis are capable of they mistaked an empty apartment in a building full of Christians in a Christian residential area, and they killed a Lebanese forces officer by mistake. By mistake. Oops.
Yeah, and it's also called المجمع المارونة, the Maronite إنه شو مجمع. Like
a residential area.
And it would be crazy to me.
It's a pure Christian area.
It's a pure Christian area. And I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist, but to me, this seems like Israel killing this gentleman and his wife.
Yeah, it's planned because they know that he has an impact on like the right wing's ideology. So.
I don't think there was anyone in that fourth apartment, unless that voice note. Did you guys find anything confirming or talking about that voice note? Because it did sound very authentic. I just want to say that it sounded authentic as fuck. I just don't know the guy's voice. Dreadful Utopia, who's been a member for 12 months. W's in the chat for a 12-month member. It's been a year of supporting this channel. Dreadful, thank you so much. Says Trump posted on his socials that an entire civilization will die tonight. Oh, we talked about that. We started with that, Dreadful. Insane shit. Lemon Mint Cat sends a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Lemon. Says, no way, this is very specific, saying that if I die by rocket, it's your fault for letting this suspicious person run. That's the thing.
That's crazy.
He's saying everything like, yeah, like if I die because of those people moved in on the 4th floor and I don't feel confident about it and we die by rocket. But just like, it definitely sounds like it's not AI. That's all I'll say, you know? Lemon, thank you for the dono. While some Lebanese forces, so yeah, I think I kind of agree with what Anya here is saying, and that's I didn't read her take for me to think that. I genuinely think that Israelis killed him on purpose, knowing that this is going to cause. And you saw the result. You saw their handiwork, and Lebanese people are playing straight into their hands. They're going door to door. They're kicking Muslims. And this is, I don't know if I should share that. This is a friend of, this is my coworker. I'm not going to share their name or anything. This was an Instagram story that my coworker shared. You can show this. I'm not going to, and if this is a break of trust, I'm sorry. I'm not going to show the name of the person. But this is something affecting like a coworker of mine. Can you cut to my screen? This is a story that someone shared yesterday on Instagram. Been living at the place of some very generous friends since I live in Zionist. Today, me and my friends were asked to leave because of yesterday's Zionist bullshit. It's so fucking frustrating seeing people do Israel's job for them and for sectarianism to get worse and worse. So this is my friend who's living in an apartment, staying at a friend's house somewhere in Beirut, and now their neighborhood has gone so freaked out that they are kicking out people, even like just a woman living by herself, like, you know what I mean? Like, they're not even going for like, this man is strange. Like, they're just kicking out Shia. They just don't want to deal with the Shia Muslim problem. So it's not just something that you see on it. This is literally affecting people that we know. So yesterday, so the attack that happened 2 days ago, that's why we're kind of talking about this attack in Pierre, because it's having an impact. And here's another update from Rania Khaled. Again, I'm only using her because she's been translating the Arabic stuff that I can't use on Twitter for. Lebanese army has investigated claims that a suspicious man in all black was seen fleeing the building in Ain Saadi where the Israelis murdered a Lebanese forces official, his wife, and a visitor. The army determined that the man on the motorcycle was a delivery driver who was delivering medicine. This makes sense. I hope it puts to rest the media-fueled conspiracy that a Hezbollah operative fled scene. And I also agree that, like, there's no way someone was living in that building in secret. Like if like it's a bunch of right-wing extremist Christians.
Definitely.
They're not gonna let, and even him, like honestly, even if that is his voice in the voice note, how could he? They would not allow. Like I would be highly doubtful that someone who's a member of the Lebanese forces would allow a Shiite person to live in his building in a time of war, in a time of like knowing that he's gonna be thinking that they might bomb us and stuff. I really don't think they would do that, personally, if I may say so myself. So I don't think that's the case. I do think that Israel did it on purpose. I just don't think they would make such a grave mistake. They would not make such a grave mistake, you know? What do you guys think in chat? What do you guys think?
And I it was... No, I think actually, I don't know, bro.
So this is what the IDF said. The IDF says failed assassination attempt on Hezbollah operative instead killed opposition official. The IDF acknowledges that an attempt to assassinate a Hezbollah operative near Beirut last night failed, and the strike killed a senior official in an anti-Hezbollah group. Lebanese media reported that the Israeli Navy strike killed Pierre Mawad, the senior official in the Lebanese forces, a Christian political group that is opposed to Hezbollah, along with his wife. By the way, like they have 3 kids. They have 3 kids, so rest in peace to their dad and their mom. I'm so sorry to their kids and to everyone who's lost someone throughout this war. 1,400 Lebanese lives lost, over 140 children, over 4,000 injured. Insane. Here's a tweet from, we'll end it on this. There's a tweet from Hamad. It's very sad that in a country where Israel is committing massacres daily, we find ourselves debating whether an apartment is rented to someone from a certain sector community instead of thinking about how to hold Israel accountable for its crimes. And that's what's sad. The conversation has become, who did you rent to? Is it a Muslim? Did you check his name? Instead of being like, yo, Israel just killed 3 people in a building, innocent Lebanese people, and we're all focused on blaming the landlord for not checking the ID of the person that he rented the apartment to, or it's just crazy.
That's crazy.
It's crazy, and we've lost sight of what really matters here, which is standing together, you know, against all this shit and this ugliness. Let me see what else there is to talk about here real quick about Lebanon. Why did I close that document? One sec.
Tell us in chat where you get your favorite steak.
Where'd you get your favorite steak? Oh yeah, this is kind of fucked that we got to talk about. A couple of things to talk about, and then we'll get into our conversation. And then we'll have some fun, guys. What do you think?
Forever. We used to be together.
What do you say? So here is Israel, essentially manufacturing consent to bomb Lebanese schools. Here's a tweet from the IDF. Inside the school in Lebanon, Hezbollah military gear and uniforms, graduation certificates of the Radwan Force Unit, RPG operation manual, surface-to-surface rockets and launchers. This was all found alongside packages that were sent from Iran to Shiite villages in Lebanon. So they're saying this is inside a school. So essentially, next time Israel bombs a school, they'll be like, well, look, we found all this stuff inside the school. Here it is. Look at that. Manufacturing consent. Yeah, and they have no shame. They do this to hospitals, everything. Oh, look, we found bombs in this kindergarten. It is used as a Hezbollah base. So, you know, so that next time they bomb an Americans, oh, but I heard there were weapons in that school. Isn't there a terrorist school? Anyways, I'll take a larger McNugget, please. Bernie Sanders. Oh, look at that. Bernie's talking about this. While the world focuses on the destruction in Iran, we must not ignore what Israel is doing in Lebanon. 1,461 have been killed. 4,430 have been injured. And 1.2 million have been displaced. Israel now occupies 14% of Lebanon. Enough is enough. No more U.S. military aid to Israel. To Israel. No more military aid to Israel. We need to stop the aid now. That was bad now. That was bad. But anyway.
That's brilliant.
That's Bernie. Again, is Bernie calling it a genocide? At least he finally stopped saying Netanyahu government and said Israel. Oh, did he say Israel? Oh, look at that. Nice. The Netanyahu government is now occupying 14% of Lebanon. I am Bernie. All right. So Bernie, thank you, Bernie. Then, oh, look at this. Christians in Lebanon resist the Islamist regime and celebrate Easter. Look at that. They're making it seem like Like we have to fight for our right to celebrate Easter. Look at this. Christians in Lebanon resist the Islamic regime and celebrate Easter. Look at these brave Christians, folks, riding bravely in the street, celebrating Easter, at risk of being murdered by the Islamic regime, I guess? What? Isn't this fucking crazy? Look at this science fiction. Is this AI? It's probably AI. Like, the cool Christians riding ATVs and riding motorbikes. I guess if there's a cross on your black shirt,
No,
they
that's
won't
not AI. It's صدمة من الأشرفية.
بالأشرفية. هول مين؟ جنود الرب?
Yep.
They do this every.
This is like جنود الرب youth.
Youth.
But they're wearing black on motorcycles.
Exactly, but the white cross, I guess, will protect them.
We'll
from getting
cancel it
shot.
out. So.
أنتوني بس بدي.
What's up? Yeah, of course. Of course, friend. Just in time for our conversation. We'll talk about it with that Balik, yeah, Nadim. We're going to decide. Ooh, Nour, can I have an Icos? It's been ages. It's been so long. You guys remember me smoking the Icos?
Close the door.
This door, yeah. Take my keys if you want. تبشوا. أنا بفتح لك, don't worry. I'll open the door for you, Nadim. Okay, Nour, cut away from this. Cut away. Cut to you and me. Let me open the last 3 videos that we're going to need.
Too hard on Courtney?
We
welcome you back to CBS
Daily Headline.
Let's stick this in here.
It's my show now.
I can't even control the camera. Okay, so now, guys, we're going to talk about the ethics of going out, the ethics of partying during a war. Coping, what can people do to cope? How should you cope? Is it socially acceptable? What
Ethics during a war.
Ethics during the war. We can watch a little video while we wait for Nadim. For example, bars and clubs are full in Ukraine despite the ongoing war with Russia.
This morning says a war
Okay,
rages
that's
in
good,
Ukraine and cities are
good
pounded
segue.
by the Russian missiles. You may be surprised to learn that the nightlife in the country, well, it's
This is also, by the way, very similar to what happens in Lebanon, what happened in Lebanon in the Civil War in the 80s, throughout Lebanon's existence, basically.
thriving. The bars, the clubs, and the restaurants, they are all packed. Charlie D'Agata met up with customers and business owners to find out why the partying has not stopped in Ukraine.
Chris in chat says, I just heard a bomb, I think. Stay safe, Chris. We hope it's nothing.
A summer's evening.
Could be a sonic boom.
A sidewalk cafe. Smiling friends. It could be anywhere. Except it's not anywhere. Kharkiv is not far from the Russian border and within easy reach of missiles and airstrikes. And while many buildings remain boarded up, the remote yet real possibility of dying hasn't stopped its residents from living. Like 20-year-old student George Soldatenko and his friends Nikolai and Andrei.
I tried to find a video like this about Lebanon, I couldn't.
Just boom, boom at
Nikolai and Andrei.
Sometimes rockets really just boom, boom at night, and that could be scary. But you know, in the morning, when you wake up, you're trying just trying to have a good morning, your routine, and that's all.
Despite the rockets, Ukraine's nightlife is rocking. The bars and clubs are full. The place is jumping, music pumping, drinks flow freely, and they dance like there's no tomorrow. And it's not just here. Fun fact, there are now more bars and restaurants in the capital than before the start of the invasion. An act of defiance, sometimes, when they have to pick up the pieces and figure out how, or if, to carry on. This is what's left of an apartment block and a
Are the cats still here? As long as they still chilling.
basement bar turned bomb shelter. It took a direct hit in the early days of the war, killing and wounding those inside. This is, or was, the Hemingway bar, as in the legendary war author Ernest Hemingway. A grim irony. Undeterred, they reopened a few blocks away as soon as they could. Enthusiastic owner Konstantin
DG Rakhui just gifted 1 $2 membership. Let's go. We got 6 new members today. And Rami El Zain just got that membership. Let's go. Mabruk, Rami. Thank you so much, DG.
tells us. After that happened, did you think, no, we can't do this anymore? I had mixed feelings because I lost my business, he said, but I did not lose my life. People died and I'm alive, and that means I can carry on and do something. The Hemingway bar is more popular than ever. They say it may be a different bar in a different setting, but its heart and soul are still intact.
The sun also rises.
The sun also rises.
Yes.
You guys don't like Mahmoud, you sure?
Bala, I would like some.
Let's go. Oh, Rami and then also just gifted a Do Not Worry membership.
Oh.
He's giving it back. That's
He's
fucking
paying
awesome.
it forward.
Paying it forward. Rami, thank you so much. That's so sweet. We got 7 new members today.
Quote Hemingway there. Reopening feels like a victory. He says it's very important when we restore normal life. Papa Hemingway would be proud. Back at the cafe, we put it to George whether he sees going out as an act of defiance.
I think that sends a message that despite everything, you can enjoy your life. That life is great, and you should be thankful for it, for the opportunities to enjoy the little moments, you know, to enjoy the smiles around you, and just to be happy for a little bit.
There are no illusions here, no one pretending the war doesn't exist. Just flipping the coin and taking one summer's evening at a time. For CBS Mornings, Charlie Daggett, Kharkiv, Eastern Ukraine.
That was very good. It's an actual coin.
Praise Charlie Daggett. I like seeing
Let
that
me
there are
stop
pockets
the
of happiness there because we see so much destruction and pain. We take for granted having a good morning around here, but I like the possibility of dying hasn't stopped the people from living.
Life has to go on, and it's good to see them supporting the businesses also that need to continue to survive as well.
Yet under no illusion, they know.
Can you tell them what Mamul is?
I made these myself.
You did? Where?
I'm kidding. No, I didn't make them myself. I apologize. I had to talk about my
That was almost cool.
I know,
Let
right?
me tell them what Mamul is. أول شيء.
It's super delicious. It's like crack.
ما عم
Honestly.
يفهموا شيء نور قرب كامل تعمل focus.
Not focusing.
You gotta put your hand behind it. You have to do the influencer thing.
Can't. I'm holding it.
So it's like a pastry. It's like a sweet little pastry stuffed with nuts.
It's basically a semolina and
Butter pastry.
and butter dough.
Semolina? Sure.
Wrapped around, like filled with pistachio or walnuts, but like a sweet mixture of pistachio or walnuts.
Yeah, and
or
there's,
dates.
and there's like a little bit of rose water added in there, and there's
Delightful.
covered in powdered sugar. It's
Traditionally made on Easter and Eid.
it's super good. It's fucking tasty as hell. Honestly. I'm a little hot. I'm turning on the AC, guys.
أنت ما بدك؟
Oh no, go. No, Nadim, ما بدك أنت? You don't like Mahmoud? Samsub says the one with dates is the best. The one with dates is the worst one. That's the one I don't buy.
Yeah, the dates is so nice.
Nah, man. I bought half a kilo of walnuts and I bought half a kilo of pistachios. I was like, I don't want the dates one.
مرجعي هلا حط ايدك. Bro, you're so bad at this. حط ايدك.
I'm not made for this. Okay, Bayan, it's
Ramsey says, just remembered I bought some Mahmoud from Haleb in January.
We're gonna send you a picture on Patreon.
I'm not sure if they're still good
I
from
tried,
January.
but you get the point.
You can kind of see from far. They look good from far. And I had some from Haleb. These are from Douaihe. I would say the Douaihe ones are like my favorites. Honestly, they're really good. Douaihe ones.
Nice.
I preferred them over the Haleb ones by far. But I did not miss smoking Icos at all. Oh my god.
This is it. Look at this.
Nice.
Film director.
So this is the pistachio filled one. Yeah, that one. Look at that green. Look at that pistachio
It's
green.
gorgeous.
Looks at that like the avocado sauce that the Zulfi used to make. Hey, the sauce of avocado.
شو قالك ساب الزلفي برو؟
ما بعرف bro. Inshallah, I hope he's alive, man.
Yeah, me too.
كنا قصفوه. خينا الزلفي. So yeah, these guys enjoyed partying. Here's another thing, quickly. How constant war coverage is fueling stress and anxiety. Just a quick little thing.
Lines about war and global instability can be hard to handle. Stress and anxiety can build even as the conflict happens thousands of miles away. We are joined now by Dr. Shairi Turner, Chief Health Officer of the Crisis Text Line, with how people can manage fear and anxiety during times of uncertainty. Doctor, thank you for being with us this morning. We really need your advice. I mean, how does seeing all these images of war impact our mental health?
It fucks us up. Tell us, lady.
Thank you for having me. So images of death, destruction, people in distress can put us into fight or flight mode. And with these repetitive news cycles, it can make us feel unsafe, which activates our stress hormones and then really negatively affects our mental health and well-being.
Nice.
And what are some common psychological effects if people are exposed to it for a long time?
So long-term exposure to distressing images, especially war-related content, can lead to chronic stress or secondary trauma, and people start to feel increased anxiety, irritability, trouble sleeping, difficulty concentrating, or some people just feel helpless or even
trouble sleeping. I would agree with that one. Again, I had a fucking nightmare. I dreamt of nuclear war 2 nights ago. Literally had a dream of a nuclear bomb going off in the middle of the ocean, coming towards Lebanon, the mushroom cloud, everything, and just the daily stress of this thing. Wondering like how we're gonna pay our bills, what's gonna happen with work, what's gonna happen with people's jobs.
Even numb.
That's some top tier PTSD, bro. By the way,
it's crazy. But the dream of the nuke. Yeah, dude, it was really fucked.
And it can really distort our perception, making us feel like the world is more dangerous than it actually is.
And Doctor, do you know any healthy ways to stay informed without becoming overwhelmed or anxious?
So being informed doesn't mean being constantly exposed. So it's about intentional.
Yeah, this lady's just talking about like looking at stuff on Instagram and Twitter. So she's not just looking at it. And now we're living it kind of so.
Consumption, not passively scrolling, and choosing when, where, and how you're going to consume your news. Are you with other people? Try not to consume it at night, right before you go to bed, and decide whether digital versus audio versus video is the way that you'd like to consume your news, understanding that...
How would you like to hear about death? Would you like to see images? Would you rather just... Is it easier for you to swallow if it's in an audio podcast form? What do you prefer?
Video is going to imprint more deeply in our minds. And lastly, listen to your body. So if you notice
W's in the chat for North Star Radio, folks. Comrade Casey.
Tension or stress or fatigue, it might be time to take a break.
And are certain groups more vulnerable to this kind of anxiety?
Yes. So we know younger people who are deeply immersed in social media and don't have...
They're talking about me, younger people. At 35 years young, folks, I am one of the young people that she's definitely talking about. Of course, you know. I am the prime target of this young demographic that she's discussing.
Context of sort of the cycle of world trauma that we go through.
Switch
be more deeply impacted, as well as those with existing mental health problems, depression, anxiety, trauma. Also our veterans or people in the military who where these images might be triggering, and then just generally for those of us who are under the day-to-day stress and overwhelm.
Oh, the military members, they shouldn't look at this.
Doctor, thank you so much for joining us this morning and for all the advice. Dr. Turner is the Chief Health Officer for the Crisis Text Line. It's a nonprofit providing...
Nadim, should people party during wartime? What is your answer? Is it wrong for people to go out and party, drink, have fun, dance? Is it wrong?
Definitely no. There's nothing wrong, but no. For me, if it's ethical, if you want to go out to have a drink so you can like chill a bit, okay, but like don't make a buzz around it. And like for the clubs, like for example, like clubs in Lebanon, they don't really post about the parties. They don't post stories. They don't post promo videos unless it's like a party. So there's like an ethical way to do it. But to me, like last Sunday, I had work and I had to shoot a party, and it was the same day where like literally, I heard the explosion in An Saada and I was going to work. So that was like literally the weirdest shit I've ever lived. So you're there, first of all, you see like the whole vibe is down, and there's like not so many people in the club, but at the same time, I know you need to shoot like. Yeah, it's weird.
You have to film people having fun and dancing. You have to
Yeah.
make it look exciting.
And at the same time, you know, like you look at people, like some people they're lit and they're like dancing and having fun. It's a bit weird. To me, it's not wrong. It's just like, do it ethically, and it's weird. I don't know. That's my take.
Lemon and Cat, I didn't make the Mahmoud though. I was joking. It's not my Mahmoud. Nour, do you want to add anything to what Nadim is saying?
لا, I pretty much agree. I would say don't be a dick in general. So if you are going to party, don't be a dick about it, and don't post, and don't be insensitive, and just do your thing. وإذا you're sitting at your home and you don't feel like partying, which I don't feel like going anywhere except to the gym. I'm not sitting at home being a dick to people who want to just go out, have a respite, and it's whatever. Just
exactly.
let
At the
people
same
be.
time, like Saratan, when I talk about something, there's like this specific person. I'm not gonna mention a name or a gender or anything. Bro, you can't be this hypocrite. Like, I know, being on Instagram saying that people should like literally to submit to war and everything, then like you go and you don't leave a party where you're not partying and drinking and having fun. So like either everyone copes in like a different way, and like don't do what you publicly on Instagram say that don't give lessons to people, then go
Don't
and do
moralize.
them.
And what I think is, look, I've talked about this many times before, because the podcast has been going for 5 years. War and stuff have happened over the past 5 years where we've had to be like, what are the ethics of going out and partying? This is like the 4th time we talk about this. Again, this is how life in Lebanon is like. What I said before and what I'll keep saying, I have never been much of a partier or someone who goes out much. So I don't have to ask myself, is it ethical to do this or that? I don't struggle with that. I'll talk about how it relates to me. But for example, I think, look, I'm never going to tell someone not to go out, not to try to have a good time, or not to try to distract themselves while there's fucking war. Now, what I do, I kind of echo what Nadim and Nour were saying. If you are going to go out and you are going to party, don't film it. Don't post an Instagram story, because it is going to look kind of fucking wild while there's 1.2 million people that are displaced in the streets. You're out there partying and showing that you're having a good time. Go out, good time, have a good time, change your environment a bit, have some fun, spend time with your friends. There's nothing wrong with that. People
Like,
should...
كمان, I know it's not unheard of. Our parents literally would tell
Yeah.
us, I know, during the wars, I know they would go out. But now it's way different because we see everything and everyone wants to post shit.
Exactly. I mean, even let's not mention the Israelis, but they fucking have raves in their fucking bomb shelters. Like, people find different ways to cope and
It's just human nature.
try to survive. Yeah, like look, it's part. You could call it resistance, right? Like having fun, still choosing to live life. It is the way to resist, because if we just submit and stay home, like we need to be sad, we need to be depressed, we can't do anything. But also you have to do it like you can't. In my opinion, like right now is not the time to ever post a picture of a meal. If you're out at a restaurant, never take pictures of what you're eating and like post it online. Just enjoy the meal. Be thankful that you're able, that you still have a home and a job and a way to earn money to be able to go and afford a meal and have a meal and enjoy that. No need to post it online. I think we just need to adapt a little bit. You can still go out, you can still laugh. Like, I've been struggling with, should I do Lego videos? Because right now I've been focusing on talking about the war, discussing what's happening, doing breakdowns and everything. But I've been buying Lego sets for the past like 2 months, and I do not know when to build them on stream. Like, I insist on building them on stream. I can just build them off stream and just have fun and use that. But I want to make videos out of them. I want to build them with you guys. I want to show you guys these sets, build them with you, do these fun live streams, do these fun video reviews. And I'm like, is it going to seem super insensitive and super silly of me to be like, look at this Lego set that I paid hundreds of dollars for, while there's people that can't afford a can of tuna and that desperately need it. So there is this like dissonance. There is this disconnect where it's like, okay, this is kind of fucking weird. But ultimately, if I just keep talking about the news every single day for the next 6 months or 5 months or for however long this happens, I am going to go crazy and I am going to burn out. And I don't want to burn out because if I get burnt out, I can't do anything and I can't earn a living. So I think everyone needs to find that balance, and everyone, I'm not going to judge anyone. And this is where I want to go back to something that happened with me 2 years ago. I think 2 years ago. We've talked about this a lot. No, to cut back to the screen. Courtney Bonneau, folks. The lady who tried, who threatened, and I spent like a whole live stream. But again, this is a tweet that she had put out like 2 years ago. It's pretty fucking disturbing to hear people loudly partying in Marum Khail while there's a genocide raging next door and we're being bombed daily 90 minutes from here. And all I did was tell this lady, hey, you're not Lebanese. You don't live here. Don't tell Arabs that are going through war how to live and how to deal with the shit. I said, I probably agree with you in theory. I wouldn't go out and party, but just don't tell people how to cope. And then this started a whole fucking back and forth and her accusing me of shit and all that sort of shit. But I hate it when these people fucking say things like that. And again, I'm not someone who parties. I am the first... Oh, you can cut away from this. I'm the first person who would be like, you know what, fuck it, let's not go out, let's not party, let's not do this and that. But I'm never going to judge anyone. I think it is a way to cope. It is a way for people to cope. It's a way to support the local economy. There are clubs, there are waiters that work there, there are bartenders, there are people at the door, there's people that work for marketing. There's like it's a whole operation, it's a whole industry. The nightlife industry, just like the restaurants industry, just like the hotel industry, it's a whole thing.
It is our industry, Nadim and I. We have really seen the struggle.
Literally, and at the end of the day, man, there's like families that the bouncers and like everyone. Like at the end of the day, man, they live off this. Like their salaries. Club should open because they need to pay salaries. You know, like.
Nadim, I'm curious. Your job is to film these parties while they're happening, and then usually this stuff is reposted. Like, are you still filming these events and are people reposting on them?
No, now for example, the club where I work with, they're not filming. They're not covering it. Only opening the club.
So that's already affecting you because you used to get paid for filming, for going to parties and filming them. So now you are directly being affected that you can't film that. So
technically, yeah, but at the same time,
it comes from creative and marketing, and which is what I do. Come in, we're not posting as we used
because you can't post.
Yeah, because if you know, and I do agree. Like I think that's great. Like these institutions are kind of seeing what it's like, and it would feel weird for them to be like, hey, a 2-for-1 drink special or whatever the fuck, and it's like there's literally people, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and you know, like at the same time, I just want to say something. I want to talk about party promoters and not clubs. These are like two separate things. And like...
Haley D sends a $2 super chat and says, and another thing, Courtney. And Nola Magnolia has been a member for 13 months. Let's go. W's in the chat for Nola. 13 months of support. Says, as a New Orleans, I approve this message. God bless you, Nola. Thank you.
Yeah, I want to say something to party promoters. Like, don't romanticize war, like with your parties. Like, you're not gonna free Palestine with your party. Don't market it off the war, now, like, everyone wanna do a party because they're resilient. Alright, I get it if it's like big clubs, I get it because they need to pay salary and like they don't market it in that way. It's like small parties that happen in Manatana, and you don't need to like create a party because they're resilient.
The resilience rave.
Yeah, the Phoenix rave.
Oh, there's a Phoenix
rave?
rave?
There's like a Phoenix rave.
That's gross.
Oh my god. We will rise like the Phoenix.
Man, and it's so weird, man. I swear, like it happens in Zeronaf.
Play sax guy.
There's like a sax guy with like a Lebanon rah yarja and like the flag and like everyone, like the DJ raises the flag in the heart of Lebanon. That's like so cringe. And, like, you're literally not in it. There no way. Like ما عم بتفيد حدا, man. Like بتقرف وما مش عم تحرر القدس, bro.
There's probably a small section of people out partying that are partying because like Hezbollah is getting hit. I would say there's like a tiny little percentage. There's probably one club in some area. There's majority like
دايما في assholes. دايما في assholes عادة.
Yeah, but it's more of like they're just marketing off of this, like they're gaining money off this. Like, حتى the influencers, it's like now they remember Lebanon and everything, bro. Like, Lebanon has been like that for like the past decade. Like right now, because there's war, you want to become like, I'm the artiste incompris. I just want to post stuff that are like Lebanon core, like in Karine.
There's so many, like, for example, food bloggers in Lebanon, people that are like Instagram food accounts. Like, what do they do during war? Like, I feel like their content, everything falls apart. Like, oh shit, like, because they can only function, like, their stuff isn't weird when the country's going well. When the country's at war, all of that stuff feels like you're in some parallel universe. Like, hey, I just went to this new restaurant today, and it's like, oh, it's like.
You know who stopped posting?
Joy. No way.
Very sensitive boy.
But Joy never stops. He's always like, but I'm doing it for the restaurants.
No, he did stop.
Can you check now to see if he's still posting or if he stopped?
Because I saw a video of him just sitting in his car addressing he's not been posting.
Okay, no.
But I don't know as I was back to posting.
I would respect that, but also I do understand why. Like, because okay, Like, while it is weird to see a food guy on Instagram going to a new restaurant and be like, hey, let's go discover this new restaurant, but it's also the time where these restaurants need the most promotion, because it's probably a time where people are holding on to their money because there's a lot of uncertainty and they don't want to go out and spend that money or go discover new restaurants. So now's the time where it's all a contradiction. It feels insensitive, but it's also like, but these restaurants need to pay the bills. Like, these restaurants are like, how are the chefs going to make money? If no one's going out to restaurants, if no one's going out anywhere, how are people making money? So I've decided, and I've taken the step, and I told you guys, I made a poll a couple days ago on the live stream. You guys were like, do it. I'm going to go back to the gaming channel. I've rebranded it to DNW Playroom, folks. It is no longer DNW Gaming, because I'm going to be doing gaming and Lego builds over there. We're doing it's a bit more general. We're going to be having some good time playing, and I'm going to start building Lego. Even if 10 people are watching my live streams, even if my videos get 10 views, I want to build Lego. I need to distract myself. And again, building Lego is my form of clubbing. It is like me, as some other people are going clubbing or something like that. To me, it's like, this is the thing that I want to do, that I feel kind of uncomfortable doing it publicly, just because it is a weird time to be, like, in my opinion, showing off, like, look, I bought this expensive item. Let's build it together. But what do? Do I just never build it? Do I just sit in my room and build it while not on stream? Can you imagine me building Lego without filming it? How absurd
Can
is that?
you imagine not monetizing your Lego activities?
Not monetizing my Lego? Can you imagine that? I mean, hey, these sets are expensive, okay? I gotta make back the cost somehow. We're gonna make some videos, folks. But I think it is fine for people to do whatever the fuck they want, as long as you're not shoving it in people's faces, as long as you're still doing something on the side to fucking help or volunteer, as long as you try to raise money, as long as you go spend a couple of hours somewhere, help people, raise awareness. If you're just living life, and there is a segment of the population that is just living life as if nothing was happening, they're treating everything as a massive inconvenience.
My dad, bro.
Salimna abayya. What's your dad's name?
Gabi.
Salimna al Gabi.
Ammo Gabi.
W's in the chat for Ammo Gabi, Nadim's dad. We want W's in the chat.
I love you, Dad.
What's your
And
dad's
Tony, my father.
Shout out Tony.
What's your dad's name?
Tony.
Tony. Well, what are your dad's favorite animals?
Definitely, I think like the lion or like
Guys, lions in chat for Nadim's dad.
I don't know my dad's favorite animal.
Pick one just so that the chat. An eagle. Your dad seems like he likes eagles.
For sure.
An eagle for Tony, Nour's dad, and we want a lion for Nadim's dad, Gabi. Yalla.
What about your dad?
And I want likes. Like the stream, guys. My dad, what animal does he like?
Mm.
He likes cute animals. Pandas. Put pandas for my dad. My dad's name is Joe. Okay, Joseph. It's Christian names. Gabi, Tony, or Joseph.
My brother's name is Joseph.
Come in. My grandfather was called Antoine.
خلاص ها.
Say خلاص. We're all related.
We're all related.
We're all related. Guys, I'm not seeing enough pandas in here for my dad. I'm all seeing lions and eagles.
Nice eagle.
Shout out lions.
Where's the representation for my dad? There we go.
Oh.
Thank you, Scouty Paws. Scouty Paws is the first one to rep my dad. And Ramzi as well. Thank you to Ramzi. Rami, sorry. Rami Al-Ain. Al-Zain. I've got
This is funny.
Rami Al-Zain. Thank you all. So I think, guys, if you're out partying, don't feel guilty. Just don't post it. Don't post it. And we're not gonna have this. I think this is the last time I'm gonna have this debate. Like, shouldn't feel bad, okay? I don't like to party, so I'm not even gonna it's not like I'm making a sacrifice. The sacrifice that I'm making is I'm sitting on so many. When Nadim and Nour came in, they're like, "What are all these Lego boxes? You buy all this shit?" I'm like, "Ah, dude,
fucking nerd."
We're not gonna show them now. Don't call me a nerd. I'm gonna reveal them. I'm gonna do.
This is so absurd, Amjad. That's crazy.
It's really cool.
It is fucking cool.
Yeah, شو بدك فيها?
It is.
What do you do, bro? Like, you only open Photoshop.
I don't care what he says about this, folks. I love my Lego sets. I love my Lego shelf that I sanded and stained myself.
I like the nice decorative ones, like the flower pots or the paintings.
You got trees, bro. If you got trees, you got a roof, you got tiling. You got the one ring. You got the whole...
this is a lot. It's a lot. Like with the characters come in, it's too much.
She liked the botanicals. Yeah. She liked the botanicals.
I love those. I've made 2 of those.
You have Lego botanicals?
I've made a bonsai one and like the tulips one.
No, you see, okay, you like the botanical stuff. I have some stuff that in my. You haven't seen them yet. You like my clone army. I think Nour would love the clone army that I made.
What's a clone army?
The Star Wars clones. I'm building a clone army. I'm stocking up on clones.
I've been playing so much lately on my PlayStation 5. Like since the day I bought it, this is like the literally like my peak on it.
PlayStation?
I'm playing every fucking game.
Dude, I've barely touched my PlayStation 5. It's honestly been such a waste of cash. Like, I gotta say, like, it's not... Now they've priced hiked it. Now I'm happy I bought
if you want to sell it, bro.
Yeah, I can make a profit now.
Yeah.
But like, I barely, like, they're not really... They're just remaking games and re-releasing games and this in HD, this in HD, remake this, remake that. It's like, where are the original... Like, we're all waiting for GTA. I get it. It's like, fuck, man.
Bro, the PS5 is a disease, man, now for my friends and I.
But you need to distract yourself, man. That's good.
Yeah.
Like, Anna, I want to play more. I want to spend more time gaming. Chris sends a $2 super chat and says, Nadim, do you remember where you fucked up the set? I remember. He fucked up the thing with the map in the back, with the bench.
Yeah,
but since it's been fixed, he fixed it. We have so many fun sets. Do you like One Piece, Nour?
لا.
بحبوا شيء العالم.
Like One Piece كمان, it's a bit too much. And I've seen like the live action.
Yeah, I've seen the live action. It's super fun.
You don't have any of the fun sets on.
I don't have any of the... I have all the most desirable sets. I'm the Rivendell. The canteen. I'm not even going to list the rest because I don't want to spoil my...
I am a Lord of the Rings fan,
but you don't like Rivendell for some reason, huh?
I don't like a Rivendell Lego set.
You don't have to like it. خلاص شو بدنا نقول
انت بدك تحطها هون, like, just put it behind you.
Guys, we need to convince...
Stay behind me. I don't have room. I can't go back if I put it behind me. Or if I put it behind me, the chairs, you guys are going to be like...
I think, okay, مام, منزيح كلنا هيك.
It's there to stay.
This
is where I'm going to be building Lego anyway. This is my Lego building center. So while I build other Lego, I'll have the set.
Chat, isn't it crazy? I know he has the shelf behind us and we can put our things on it and we can decorate it ourselves.
Okay. How many times have you guys seen Nour on the channel in the last month?
Maybe I'll come more if you let me decorate the decorations.
I'm like, you have the whole wall to decorate. She's never... Look,
hey, come in, bro.
Framed the pictures.
You know...
I'm still waiting for framed pictures.
Cheers. Come in. He wants to put his pictures behind us.
Yeah, my pictures. That's funny.
In his defense, it's his house, bro.
I live here. I work in the studio like almost every day. Should I not see the things that like...
Put them behind you.
ما بيساع ما في محل. This is 50
That's
centimeters
not my problem.
deep. It is your it's all our problem. We all have to deal with it together.
Anna, I just want bro, you need to convince Anthony to get the World Cup Lego set.
I don't want to get the World Cup Lego
That's like the ugliest thing I've ever
bro, but it happens once every 4 years, bro. And if you
I don't like
to
FIFA.
get this...
I don't even care about football. To be honest with you, I don't care. They made other Lego sets. They made like Ronaldo and Messi sets. I don't want any of them.
Like imagine you have the Messi set.
خلاص شوف لك the Messi set as a gift. انت خلاص as soon as I see that Messi set اشتري بدنا نطلب لك اياها. Yusuf says let her pick the next Lego set. Guys, I'm paying for those Lego sets. خلاص شو بدي بنجيب لك هدية شو بدي Lego set. You know what? I'll get her and Karine a botanical that they can build while they read their next book.
That's nice.
نعملكم هيك.
That's nice.
A botanical set.
One of the paintings, like the sunflowers.
Guys, I have so much cool Lego stuff. You have no idea. And Bricking still sent us another gift. So we do have another Bricking gift here. Not only did they send us Rivendell, folks. When I bought the Star Wars Cantina, they sent me a fucking gift with that thing, and it's beautiful. It's adorable.
Let me see the Riviera set. They're saying I would like it.
Oh, you would love the Italian Riviera, but guys, I can't afford to buy her an Italian Riviera.
Wow.
It is pretty wild.
This is sick.
That's not like لا bro. This is better.
This is like actually so fucking cute. Look at the tiles.
No, it's not mid. It's beautiful.
That's Nadim. Nice.
Look at these tiles. What's like?
La, look at the roofing. Ya Allah, that's
There's even
so
it's very it's got a gelato cut. Yeah, it's got a gelato shop at the bottom.
That's fucking cute.
No, it is cute. I'm not gonna look. I'm gonna defend Rivendell to the death. Rivendell is more beautiful. But if you expect me to sit here and tell you that this Italian Riviera set is ugly just to dunk on Nour, I'm not gonna do that. I cannot do that. Why is it loading so slowly? Shall we see it? Look, you got some Italians on the roof. Hey, I'm having a sourdough. I'm having a focaccia.
That's so cute.
You got a little fish shop over here. There's a little gelato show. Look at these people eating gelato. You got a little water here. You got some rocks. You got some boats.
The yellow building, so cute.
It's a nice shade of yellow. That pastel yellow with that pastel pink salmon color. No, this is a gorgeous set, but it's not cheap. This set is like $400 here in Lebanon, guys. Lemon Mint Cat sends a $10 super chat and says, Lego money, stay safe. Let's go. Lego, let's go money. Let's go, baby. Thank you so much. That's such a generous and sweet.
Thank you
donation.
for funding my set.
So this one, you want this one? But you know,
the sunflower.
you know this is
painting.
gonna stay home if I buy this. Yeah, you can build it. This stays here, and I get to play with my.
No, you need to. You're getting us one.
Mafi getting us. Mafi. Sorry.
Still-
Oh, look at all these minifigs. Adorable. How much does it cost? So this costs $300 in America, which means here it's gonna be a little bit more pricey. It's gonna be a little bit more pricey. And it's adorable. You don't like this, Nadim?
But it's nice. No.
He prefers the Rivendell.
I
Of
think
course.
it's more detailed.
He has taste because he has taste. He's a man of taste.
No, it's just more detailed than like Lego sets.
Yeah, bro. It has more pieces. This is like 3,000 pieces or something. How many pieces? 3,000, bro. Rivendell is twice the pieces. It's 6,000.
Sorry, I have a life.
I mean, you just said you're not going out. You're just going to the gym.
Bro, she has a
You
life.
sound like you have no life, Nour. It's like all of us.
I doubt it.
Cause I'm a loser. Even though I'm good. Okay, anyways, we're done, guys. This is it. We talked about everything. Nour, and you heard it here first, folks. It's okay to go party. Okay, it's okay to go live your life.
You heard it from the
By
best.
the way, this episode was sponsored by Lebanon's #1 club. They forced me to say that clubbing is good.
A wise woman once said, "Don't be a dick."
Also, you know what? Let me give a shout out to all of these places that I've worked with us because we've had sponsorships in the past. If you want a good Italian cold cut sandwich, hit up your local Phil and Will. Get a delicious sandwich. I miss Phil and Will. They're awesome. They launched. We recently watched one of their videos from their new YouTube channel. If you want a delicious burger and you're out walking around in Beirut, why don't you hit up the bros and get yourself a bite to eat? Support them. You're walking around Jemeza, you want a nice drink to have in a beautiful, warm environment, and they also make a very delicious burger. The Big Kahuna.
Can you show them the sandwich I did?
16 millimeter.
Go to
that's
16
the-
millimeter.
That's one of my
Show them the
favorite
sandwich
burgers.
I did today.
Oh, you made a sandwich. Let me show you. Don't cut
I
to
was
me
like
yet.
so proud.
Nadim made a delicious sandwich, folks. Let me see.
That's like one of my rare sandwiches that I don't do anything. I don't do food.
You don't do food?
No.
Nah. Anyone will be lucky to have this sandwich. Let me. Nour, you may cut to the screen and show Nadim's. Look at this. And you made a little side salad?
Yeah.
And is that tomato at the bottom?
Yeah.
That's too much.
لا ده مش توماتو هيدا
Prosciutto?
ايه في شو الكلمة؟
Jambon de pâte?
بريزاولا.
Brazola. You got some brazola?
Yeah.
And you got a little side salad. You got a little lettuce on top. Is that American mustard or is that Dijon mustard?
لا American mustard.
American mustard, huh? You got some lettuce. What else you got on there?
I'm a Dijon girl.
اوكي بري
أنا Dijon boy كمان.
انا بري جامبون وبريزاولا موتارد و ايسبرغ.
خلاص يعني Phil and Will and Nadim. They need to
Yeah.
add the third brother.
The Nadim
I'm a big fan of
sandwich.
Phil and Will. And it used to be a work ritual that we would order Phil and Will. But
And I-
Hala, we're not going to work.
You're working from home, huh?
Working from
Yeah, that's
home.
something else that's changed for a lot of people. Everyone's working from home. It's crazy, man. I don't know what to tell you guys. Thank you for being here, and honestly, as an audience, you guys have been keeping us
Chat,
going.
you haven't seen anything. Like, there are
Cut to
guns
your full
here.
screen. Show them.
It's a big sweater.
And I need to work on my biceps again. Shit, I'm losing muscle, guys. I'm going tomorrow. I'm gonna go tomorrow. I'm gonna do some boxing. Nadim, Wallah, we have our young boxer over here. Come in and
Yeah, I started boxing.
Let's go.
I do some
And I
very
got
impressive weights at
My
the gym.
raps today from Anthony. Birthday gift check.
Look, Wallah.
Thank you.
Haley says American mustard, get away from me. American mustard is good in some situations, but like Dijon all the time.
Yeah, I like Dijon, but ما كان في Dijon ف.
No, we're not judging you. I'm not judging you.
Very slightly judging you.
Chat, audience, DNW community, thank you so much for being here tonight and hanging out with us and for gifting some lovely memberships and for sending in some super chats. We love you. Chris says, damn, Anthony with the flex. Thank you, Chris. Thank you. I love hearing you give me compliments. Chris, khalas, we're putting you down for simple butter. Jaymana. Ajneh. We're going to save Lebanon, guys. That's what it takes to save Lebanon. We're going to go eat at the Shia Swiss butter.
وبنبعت our Muslim correspondent to Swiss butter.
And we will send Karine to Swiss butter.
Muslim correspondent.
That's how we're going to solve everything. Everybody, we love you. We appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. We will be back. I'll be back. I'm going to be streaming all week. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I need to work on my streaming schedule, but so I'm going to be streaming for the rest of the week. Look forward to that. Also, I'm going to be doing a Lego haul video on DNW Playroom. Nude is currently working on the new logo. It should be ready sometime tomorrow before 3 p.m. I'm sure. I'm going to be sent a draft of that logo so that I may give some feedback, and then we can keep
And next week we're gonna have the framed pictures.
And then the charity money should be with me in like a few days. So we're going to go to Nation Station, hand them over the $20,000, just like that, plump in an envelope. Here you go. Here's $20,000. And then we're going to do an IRL stream volunteering from Nation Station. So that's coming up probably next week. Lego videos we're going to give. I need to hit up the lady with the 40 cats. I want to try to go meet her, shoot a little vlog there, hand her some cash as well. We're going to be doing a lot, folks. We're going to be doing a lot. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for the support. We love you. We appreciate you all. The money's coming. We got $25,100 on their way. There's like a few more $100 stuck in the because people are still donating, so there's still a few more $100 that I have to transfer myself. And there's the super chat money, which I should be getting late this month. I'll probably get them early next month. That's a few $100 more. So we're gonna be donating. We're gonna be donating. We're gonna be documenting. We're gonna be having fun. DG Arhui with another gifted sub right before we go offline. Thanks so much, DG. Thank you for the generous giftings. Dreadful, thank you. Nola, thank you. EasyZB, Dana, Politics, Spooky, Stoic Elliot, Marina, Jim, Haley, AC, Jess, Rami, everybody. We love you. Politics, did I say Drac? Look, everybody.
Everyone.
Gur, Threefka, Gur, Kamena, thank you. Victoria, Yatiko Lafia. We will see you. Haley just gifted 5 $2 memberships just before we go off. What's happening now? Everybody going crazy. Haley, we got 13 gifted memberships. Thank you guys so much. That's so sweet. And Haley gifted another 5. What's that? I should just go offline. Tell us if I go offline, will you guys stop Haley? Haley just gifted 5 to 10 $10 memberships. Came in clutch at the last second. We got 18 new members today. Thank you. I'm going to add that to our total. We're getting closer to 700 folks. We love you. We appreciate you.
You were sounding like the bad guy.
210 subs, 10 gifted subs from here. Thank you, Haley. I'm like those guys at an auction. Have a good night. What's up, Lebanon, guys? Oh, you need to press outro.